Awesome. Alrighty. I am now switched over.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Good. Let me make sure that I actually fix this after I messed with this yesterday. Okay. Oh, so that means, Mira, we can test things because I fixed that while I was waiting. So we
Cool.
can test that thing I was talking about.
Anyway,
Town of Lucky. And let me get my blue water in, since that's where you guys are at. Maps. All right. Yep, I forgot to put Zila back on here after I was tinkering. There we go.
it's fine.
Slight.
There I am.
There you are.
There I am.
You guys see the new UI?
Yes.
It looks so nice.
I enjoy new UI.
It also makes it so much nicer on the DM side. They cleaned up buttons and things. It's so nice. Alrighty.
All right.
Ooh, ping.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, wait. How do you... What? How?
ping mode.
The target.
Blah, blah, blah,
Blah, blah, blah.
Aw, mine's
Okay.
mine's
New
gray.
toys.
Well, yeah, it's
Oh,
whatever
you do it
button...
big.
It's whatever color your active color is.
That makes
Yeah, which
sense.
is dark gray black. So
Yeah,
Mine is nice
for you.
and bright
yeah.
red.
No.
Wow.
Anyways,
you
now
with
we could just be
red?
like, instead of having to draw an arrow for stuff, we could just be like,
You just...
there,
over here.
that,
Right there.
Yeah, that one.
I actually... That's super nice.
That's
Helpful.
nice. The duration
Um,
could be adjusted, but you know.
Oh,
I
there's also a
decided it
target
exists.
enemy unit.
Nice,
But
Oh, yeah, look at that. It's target mode.
target friendly units.
Ooh. Oh, interesting. Anyways,
Anyway, indeed.
Sorry.
Anyway, we started playing.
Yes. So last week you guys finished up the combat that you guys had started and had been going for a couple weeks. The little pseudo dungeon crawl through the city.
Mhm.
And while you guys were fighting the combat outside against a unknown enemy that was targeting from the shadows before being found and subsequently poofing, much to the dismay of everybody, you while you guys were all outside fighting, Mikael was inside, and to his knowledge, fighting a singular cultist and slaying him. However, what had truly happened that he does not remember due to a modified memory is Strahd was there and taunting him and showing his ability to still influence Mikael, whether Mikael wants him to or not.
Mm-hmm.
And then killing the cultist himself before modifying Mikael's memory and disappearing into the mist right as the party broke into the church where this had been happening. So, to none the wiser of anyone in the party. Now, afterward, you're able to save a few people from the church thanks to some medicine checks and some good berries and cast by Harrigan. You were able to revive a few people and bless you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Then escort them as well as some of the other guards back to the safety of the Blue Water Inn, which has kind of become your group's hideout here in Vallaki and honestly this world in general. You guys tend to come back here. You know you have free room and board due to having helped the innkeepers and helping the family of them. So you guys have the free room and board here anytime you want to. You're actively, you know these people are against Strahd, so you have a common enemy. So this has kind of become your guys' home base, as well as having your, lack of a better term, ally, Von Richten. Here as well, assisting. But you guys made your way back here, which you saw ended up kind of becoming a refuge for people from the town as they were running when the church was breached, or people couldn't make it this far to the church. They were escorted here, and several guards as well as several of the were-ravens helped to defend this place against the onslaught of the undead. And eventually the town calmed down and people set about trying to restore order, repair the town, put out fires. As people who were wounded were being tended to by Harrigan and Dorosta. I believe you helped with that a little bit as well. I could be wrong, but but as that was happening, some people curled up into balls and catch their breath, running out of any sort of utilities that they had left. And it was at that point you guys were contemplating taking a long rest. Yes, it wouldn't be an overnight rest. It would just simply be middle of the day, but there's not to say that you can't take a long rest in the middle of the day if you need it. And then you guys are going to be setting about to do something somewhere. So, where do we go from here?
I believe we already did take that long rest. Just saying.
Mechanically, I rewarded the long rest, but I don't know if you
Mechanically-
actually did yet. I didn't know if there was going to be any sort of role-playing during that long rest. I just know that I hit the long rest button so that you guys could refill your stuff. But I don't remember
Gotcha.
if there was going to be any roleplay or anything during that, because you're not really sleeping, or at least not everybody is. So I didn't know if you guys wanted to have any RP during that long rest. That would still
just
fit within the
chilling.
confines of it.
I thought we had roleplayed in the evening a little bit.
I think
Am I
we
wrong?
did.
Yeah.
You did, okay.
slightly.
A little bit.
Yeah, I had- Zilla had
down,
mentioned
but I thought we
that
did.
she wanted to talk with people later when in the rooms.
Oh no, we long rested, but we didn't sleep because it was like middle of the day.
Yeah. So we're like
Sounds
hanging
familiar.
out.
I just didn't know if there was
So I
any
guess if
additional
there's
roleplays
anything that
that
yeah.
wanted to be
Mhm.
happening during that time before I just jumped to like 8 o'clock at night.
I mean,
think-
Zilla would absolutely take the chance of the long rest to catch up on Shut Eye, if the DM will allow Zilla to catch up on Shut Eye.
Well,
Well,
does
per
Zilla
Raw.
catch up on Shut Eye.
Per Raw, a long rest will remove a level of exhaustion.
I know, but she would take a nap in this
I
time.
understand
This
that.
is why I'm
There's no reason
asking.
you can't.
Okay, so there's no hag shenanigans
Remove your
going
long
on.
rest.
Okay, moving
Remove
on.
your exhaustion.
Okay, cool.
No. I will tell
Yeah,
you if
cool.
there's something happening. No.
Oh goodness.
I was just giving the option
I know.
to see if there was
I
any
have
shenanigans.
this whole I have all I know what's happening.
Oh, I know. Anyways,
Incredible.
So yeah, your level of exhaustion is removed.
cool.
Nice.
Yeah, Zila, when she's already mentioned to everyone prior to taking her nap, essentially, that she wanted to talk to everyone
wrong
in
button.
the
Sorry.
evening. But not like in the rooms privately. But it wasn't immediate, so people could go around and do whatever they wanted to for their long rest.
I think the Rosta would call up a powwow with people, and we would have Rudolph in there, and then the innkeepers, and then whoever else wanted to join. To be like, what are the chances of us getting these bones back? Probably would be my first question.
Just for clarification, this is during the long rest you would do this?
If we're allowed to talk during the long rest, then yes. If
I don't-
not, then afterwards.
Yeah, because talking, having conversation. I mean, how many times do you roleplay having conversations while you're on watch? Like, it's just how it is. I'm not gonna
It's the same thing.
be super stingy.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure for me because at this point Zila would be taking a nap. So,
Yeah.
anyways, continue.
Unless they're busy during that to help people get healed, we're just over here chilling in the corner. Then again,
Yeah,
usually
I
till
would
after
say
their
probably
things are
during this
chill.
part, they're probably. I would say Rudolph maybe not as much. He might be more just watching, and I mean he's helping here and there. But the innkeepers would definitely be trying to help tend to people. Rudolph tends
Like, I
looks
don't really
like he's.
care when I do it. Just
Yeah.
whenever we get the chance. So-
I
Yeah, I
mean-
would say during that first long rest, at least for the first half of it, the innkeepers and Rudolph would probably not be available for at least the first half
cool.
of that
So.
long rest. So if that's the case, we want to just jump to nighttime then, or evening.
Good with me?
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
So long rest has been completed.
Hooray!
By this point, the inn has mostly cleared out. Those that were more heavily injured they were tended to and stabilized, and so most of them have been kind of, old school 2 on one end, 2 on the other, carry the people out on a stretcher, out to other locations, so that way they could resume, cleaning things up, serving food and alcohol, because people are going to need that tonight. So to allow them to get back to business, they kind of, while you guys are having your long rest and nobody really bothers you, they can see that, you're pretty well worn, you're beaten. Some of them saw you fighting, especially the people that you rescued in the church. So the people don't bother you during that. Or somebody may look over to you guys and then like they're gonna come over to ask for help, and then they're like, "No, I got this," and then they'll go back. Trying to give you guys a rest. But they
I feel like a little sign up on the counter table, like this table is resting. Please do not disturb. like a little table tag.
Yeah, so they get stuff cleaned up, and even though the innkeepers and was it Johann and Sebastian, I think is what I named them. I keep forgetting their names. I don't know why. I have them named. They're written down. I just keep forgetting their names. Even though they're pretty battered, they do take rest here and there. so that they're not as physically worn out. But they help get the inn back together. A few more were-ravens show up and help clean up and begin to get the tavern ready and open for business. So around the time, about an hour or so before your long rest is done, the tavern is reopened as the tavern. And so people start kind of coming in. A lot of the were-ravens that came to help, they stay here to kind of help be waiters, because more people start coming in, filling up the tables, and there's a lot of drink and food to be had. These people have had a very long day and are very tired. So this tavern kind of becomes almost as bustling as it was the night you brought the wine back to the town. But it's not the same happy, joyous, rambunctious. It's just busy. And there's just kind of a low murmur around of everybody. It's not that same happy, joyous energy. It's a very somber attitude, a very somber atmosphere. But nonetheless, there's a lot of people. Almost every table is full. And there's just kind of low conversations happening between people. As you guys finish your long rest, and you see the scene before you. How would you like to proceed here?
Okay, great. I'm calling a powwow.
Okay.
Good.
Are you
good.
calling it
Whatever the
around
equivalent is, that's not offensive, but yes.
the table,
the meeting.
or taking it up to the rooms, or in the back of the kitchen?
If we have to go to the kitchen in the back for privacy, that's fine, sure.
No, I'm openly asking what would Throsted, where would she want to have this meeting?
I would not want passerby to be in the meeting, so somewhere where there's not people that are going to be eavesdropping.
So probably your best bet would be up in the rooms.
Okay, cool. But we're also I want the people, like the were-raven peoples, to come up. to
Okay,
talk to
the
us
husband and
also.
wife.
Sure, that works.
Okay, yeah, the two kind of proprietors of the inn.
Yeah.
Who you get the sense that they're kind of the leaders of this section.
That's what I want.
Even though they don't actively go out and do a lot of stuff themselves, they're kind of the leaders of this area as far as the were-ravens go. So they would, of anybody, they would be the ones that would come up and meet you if you're specifically wanting to talk to the were-ravens as a whole. That they would be the
Okay,
two
cool.
you would talk to. So I don't have a map for the rooms, so we're just gonna stay on this map.
Great. Let it be
but-
known it's a private room. This is a private
Yes.
meeting.
This is, yeah, Von Richten would take you up to.
I would
his
ask him to come
room,
up
which
first.
is-
yeah,
yeah.
that's fine. So okay, cool.
yeah, he's
so
very-
he'll take you up to his room, which you guys are aware has been magicked in ways to prevent sound and such from escaping.
Great. Okay.
That I don't have to listen at the door
Yes.
to make sure no one is.
Is
No,
any party
because
member
that was
not
part
coming
of
up with
his-
us?
That was part of why he was irritated at you guys, is because you had dispelled the
I
magic
broke
and he
his
had
magic,
to
yeah.
redo the magic again. And it was, while it wasn't hard, it was annoying that he had to redo it again. So
Yeah.
Couldn't have
Well,
been me.
There we go.
yeah. So you're aware that
Oopsies.
there is magic placed on this room to prevent certain things from happening here. As far as to the extent of
Great.
it, you don't know.
Good enough.
Cool.
All right.
So, now that we are all here and we have all rested, we are all doing better, what are we going to do about the bones? Because we were not going to stay around the town for very much longer. I do not know if you have any idea of how to track down the bones, looking at Rudolph and the were-ravens.
Well,
I want to bring up with my memory that I remembered without my feat. My character had asked Harrigan to prepare the locate object spell.
Yeah.
And it has been prepared.
Yep, which is totally fine. Long
Good
rest,
job.
you can
Good
prepare
job,
spells.
Mykonos.
Excellent.
I did it all on my
You
own.
did it.
Good job.
Perfect.
Oh, good job.
Wow.
Take a
Remember.
star.
Remembering.
Now, that said, what are the material components for that spell?
Great question.
Is it
Let
monastery?
me look at that
I don't
real
know. I
quick.
feel like it.
Locate object. I don't think it's anything that's like
Easy.
monetary.
A forked twig.
We could get that. That's not hard.
Harrigan
Yeah,
has one
that's-
stuck in his fur right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Right
goes
now.
out
Yeah.
looking for herbs and things.
Realistically.
Yeah.
One of those is going to have a forked twig.
Just pick up a few forked twigs.
Like-
yeah, good to go.
That's
Easy.
That's fine.
yeah,
Easy.
easy. Nothing to that one.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that would not hurt to do that first to see if we can track them down that way. But
Sure.
do we want to
Can
do
you-
this right now, or do we want to wait? I mean,
My issue is that that
just-
guy could have gotten very far in these 8
Well,
extremely
hours.
far.
A locate
Here,
object. Cast it first. At least it would give us some idea.
If it is within 1,000 feet.
Fair, but it's. Do you have any other ideas on how at least to start?
It's
That's
a
what I was
place to
asking you.
start.
It's a place. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying, how likely is it that this thing is still within 1,000 feet of us right now?
I don't know,
Probably
let's
not
check.
very likely, honestly. After 8 hours.
Highly unlikely.
8 hours?
Yeah.
Would
Why
not
wouldn't
hurt
he
to
just
try at
turn and
least.
go to the, you know?
What is the duration on locate
anywhere
object?
else? 10 minutes? An hour?
Yes,
Yeah.
concentration 10 minutes.
Whoever is
Okay.
yawning, stop it.
I think several of us
They were all
just
yawning.
did it
We're
once.
just do the whole
Sorry.
chat right now.
People. Y'all, I'm running on 4 hours of sleep. Don't.
Listen.
I'm good.
I'm not running much more than that.
Thank you.
Same. Okay.
Anyway,
Well, likelihood
Look,
of
we
it
should
being
still
within
try.
1,000 feet. I mean, you can try it, but it's might be unlikely. But we might be surprised.
The worst thing that
Sure, let's
happens
just try it
is
first.
nothing.
Yeah, no change.
Correct. And then we have to go to plan B, which is somebody else looking for the person who has the bones.
I don't want to volunteer anyone, but, like, it just seems like it'd be pretty useful to be able to, like, turn into a bird.
I do not
fly
want to
around to
volunteer
look for
you,
stuff.
looking at, again, our two proprietors, but it
You
would
know.
be helpful if you could keep an
Like,
eye
if
out
I could
for
do
them if we
that.
can't find them now. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could definitely send a couple of scouts. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
I hate to do this to you, as he looks at Mikael, because they know what you are.
Yeah.
We do not have the sense of smell. That
I
is.
tried it earlier, and could not pick it up, but I could try again.
Well, perhaps now that you are not around burning buildings and we have the concentration of bones here, perhaps the bones instead of the person might be easier to gain a scent from? I don't know. We don't have that ability.
I'm not sure either. That's not a bad idea. I'd be willing to give it a shot. Maybe in conjunction between the two of us.
Yeah, I mean, that
No.
is a good option. We could have, probably send Johanna and Sebastian. They tend to be the... I mean, as you've seen yourself, they're the best fighters as well as the best scouts. Not to say that the rest can't as well, but, you know, they are
Okay.
the best that we have.
So, Are we going to try to locate the bones first with the magic then, or are we going to do that first?
Let's see how this pans out real quick, and I start casting locate object.
Is that an... Okay, so it's an action. You have the fork to concentration. Let's see. That's fair. I'm sorry, I'm not related to this. It is, but not this. The spell can't locate an object of any thickness of lead. Even a thin sheet blocks the direct path. That is fascinating. Why is it lead?
Yeah, it's very limited in
thick.
that.
But it's
No,
even
it's
a
like-
thin sheet.
campaigns.
Is it an,
Maybe
To
is
give
it an
it, like, some-
X-ray? Like...
Yes,
Yeah,
your
it feels
X-ray
like,
visioning
uh,
for 1,000 feet. That's
uh,
what's
I
happening.
Superman's
what?
X-ray vision,
I
right?
want to know
Can't
the
see through lead.
explanation for lead, specifically lead.
What is
maybe
anti-magic, not
there's
just
an
anti-X-rays.
yeah,
I
maybe
think it's
there's
a way
an
to give
object.
an out.
Yeah. Like
I mean,
a
I get
DM
that
doesn't
there's
want
got to
you
be
to
some
find
way.
it
It's
right
just
away.
of all the materials, lead couldn't have been like
Feels-
steel, metal, like general metal, or
Adamantine.
If it
something
was
that's
just like a
more
general
D&D themed than lead.
Nope.
I don't know.
Lead.
Mithril, adamantine, crystal,
Feels like alchemical.
something fantastical,
No.
not lead.
Nope.
Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry. As you cast the spell, you do not pick up anything within 1,000 feet,
Yeah, that would be
aside
a no.
from the 3 sitting in front of you.
That's just not that surprising, but good try.
Yes,
at least.
but I'm just letting you know, like, it is not the fact the spell didn't work. The spell works because you pick up the ones in front of you as you were using those kinds of focus, but you do not pick up the general, nothing else within that 1,000 feet. You do not pick up the fourth one you're missing.
Gotcha. Well, on the bright
I
side,
know that's not
can
technically how the spell
find
works,
at
but
least
slavery's
3,
better.
but
Huh.
Oh.
Well, it was worth a try anyway. Mikhail, like,
So next, we'll try this. Do we want to go try to find these bones tonight, or are we going to try to get an idea of where the people went?
two
How-
schools
how
of
would-
thought when it
how
comes
would-
to that.
How
One.
dire is it for us to get the bones back?
That is also something to consider. Two schools of thought with this. One, if you're out there in those woods in the dark, even if you come across them, good luck trying to actually catch them and find them at night. They know these woods far better
Right.
than we do, obviously. Even with Johann or Sebastian scouting ahead, it might be hard to keep track of somebody in these woods at night. But, on the other hand, the longer you wait, the farther away they could go. To be honest, I would err on the favor of waiting till morning, but I can also see why you would want to go now. I don't know if there's a good way or not, to be honest. At least in my opinion. Do any of you have any ideas?
Well, we don't exactly have a lead.
Well,
So many.
Yes,
is
but
also-
I worry.
provided Mikhail can track the person.
If I can track them at all, I worry about it being less and less able to as time goes on.
You have a point. I guess it depends on whether you can track them or not, whether you leave tonight or if you can't
Alright.
track them, I don't think there's much difference between leaving now or in the morning.
Yes, but if I can track them now, I might not be able to in the morning. Send fades.
No, that's I would agree with
That's
you.
my point.
Why don't you? Why don't you sniff around?
Couldn't get that one out.
Do
Give
we
me the
want-
bones.
Mikael, I do not want to detract from us what we were going to do before this all
Smooth,
happened. We
Sophie.
were going to go try to take
Thank
care of
you,
your
thank you.
problem.
This is urgent, right?
It
Plus,
seems
if
to
we
be
can't
urgent.
find them within like a day or two, I don't know that we will find them at all. And at that
Right.
point, perhaps we just kind of move on. If that makes sense, I don't want to dictate for the group. Just saying. I don't know how much time we can really dedicate to this and still be useful.
That leads to the other question that DeRosta had. How important are those bones? Because it seemed like they were providing protection of some sort.
Well, this is the wife speaking, because again, I can't distinguish female voices very well. The church is often seen as a safe haven of sorts to the people here in the city. We could maybe have a few of our associates maybe around to help in case anybody tries to do anything. I don't. Obviously, it did something to help during the attacks, but I can't imagine that something like that would come too soon again. I would hope not. I don't know how much. I don't know if the city could withstand another attack like that, to be honest.
Hmm.
I'm not sure how we should.
I think we should
approach
try.
this.
I think we should try.
I don't think it would hurt to at least try and
Just try.
look. Worst
See
case
what's happening.
scenario, Mikhail sniffs around, doesn't find anything, and then we do something else, or
Yeah.
we. I
We
hate to
move
put
on.
pressure on you. Wait for you and your ravens to find a hint of anything. You'll be able to travel much further and much quicker than we can, and we can accomplish other things a while.
You're
Things
not
that need to be
wrong.
done.
I would agree with you. You're not wrong in that. It would definitely be. We can definitely traverse much faster. As they say, as the crow flies. It is quite literally a thing.
Just
Yeah.
as the raven flies. Let's try. Give me those bones.
All right. So they'll hand the bones over. Roll me survival at advantage.
Hot damn.
Nice.
Hmm.
With a 21, you are able to catch a scent. You were able to catch a scent off of the bones, and at least for a time, you do believe you could track it for a little bit. You may have to roll again as as time goes on. You gotta pick the scent back up again, but you do believe that for at
But I
least
got
a bit of time, you do have a scent.
All right. Well, I've got something. Are we going, or are we trying to wait?
So, like
Personally, I
Rudolph
think we
said,
should
is
just
it-
go.
I know it's not safe, but if we wait, we might lose the scent, right?
It is never safe.
Yeah, I mean, we thought here was safe too, but look at what happened. So
Yeah, look what's happened. So, I don't know. I'll go if
I'm
everyone
alright with
is.
going. If we're all okay with going, sure.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, let's
It'd be useful to go now if you have a scent.
That's it.
Sure, we should take it while we have it.
Well, then
Alright.
let's move out.
I
All right.
will.
All right.
Are we
I will
bringing Johan
stay
and Sebastian with
here.
us?
Yes, you were. He'll Rudolph. Yeah, you can take that. And he'll look over to the where Raven, like he was going to volunteer them, and then looks over at the leaders. Yes, they can go with you. It's fine. So I gotta bring them back in. Hold on, let me find them again. How did I spell Johann? Oh, that's how I did it. Okay. You know, you'd think I would know how to spell characters' names. I don't. Even though I'm the one that did it. Okay. So you are able to I'm going to boop. No, they're not evil. Make them friendly. Gosh.
The
Fancy
true
grounds.
enemies were here all along.
Well, it's because they're listed as creatures. So they get automatically put in as enemies, even though they're not. Okay, so you have Johann and Sebastian. They're gonna be in their bird forms. They're not actually in their bird forms, that's just the tokens. Because I don't want to have to change their tokens back and forth. So you have Johann and Sebastian as well with your party.
And the cat.
Yes,
More
and the
Pokemon
mysterious
for us.
cat that keeps appearing out of nowhere.
Temporarily.
Yeah, that follows us.
It wasn't me.
She
I
doesn't
swear.
really appear. She just kind of hides out of sight.
Just-
you hear her.
You just in the distance, on the wind, you hear a cat.
Always hear but never see.
Stop looking at me. It wasn't me.
At this point, Esmeralda will speak up. Well, if you have Johann and Sebastian, you're probably good with them. I will stay back and try to help. Keep
Okay.
watch here. If somebody were to come and attack the church while you are gone, there should be more than just the old man here to help take care of things.
Fair enough.
All right. Now let him give you any shit.
You think he's the one going to be doing it?
He's kind of a dick.
I'm right here, you know.
And you need to hear this. I think you
Touche.
need to hear this.
Touche. All right, go do what you need to do. So
We go.
yep, I'm just gonna
Side
Put you
note,
guys-
you can Wasad now on the map.
Yeah, you can WASD. It's great.
I
Pause
thought you could do
it.
it before. It was just kind of
It's-
laggy.
It's super smooth.
Esmeralda is going to stay back. So I'm going to take her out of the character tracker. And take Rudolph out of the character tracker. Okay. Party shrunk by 1. Yes. We're getting there.
No.
We gained 2 and lost 1. I didn't net anything. I lost
No.
actually.
yeah. no.
Net loss, yeah. Net gain, I guess.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
They don't have as many things to. They don't have as many resources to worry about. So you guys begin to make your way, out of the, Blue Water Inn. I'm gonna put that down on my bottom bar because that's just gonna be a place we come back to all the time. There you go. In case people lost it. You guys are able to begin. So, Mikael, with your survival check,
Yep.
you smell it heading toward the east gate.
All right. Then
Um,
let's head in that direction.
All right.
With the east gate.
Yeah, you smell it. You smell it coming from this way. Okay. Now, let's see. I've got to do math here for a second. If the town is... I said this town's about a mile wide, didn't I? I don't remember how
Wait,
big
get a high school
town
math
is.
student.
The
Yeah,
cat
distant math
disappeared.
problem. Oh.
Oh, the cat's gone again.
I don't know what you're talking about. There was never a cat. Only DeRosto.
I'm telling you, I didn't meow randomly. I speak common words.
Okay, so I believe the town is 2 miles, so if you're halfway, you're at 1 mile. How fast does one walk a mile?
Depends on who you
Are
are.
you asking for real life equivalent?
Yes, like legitimately.
Okay.
If we
well,
are
Huh?
trying to
20 minutes?
hurry,
I
Yeah.
you
believe
can
the
get it done
entire
in 12.
I believe the entire party would be double moving, which would be 60 feet in
Are we jogging or walking? Because that's not the same
6
thing.
seconds. So a minute, 60. Oh god, here we go.
Well,
60
again, thinking
times.
the 30 feet is like sprinting in that 60 seconds, basically. So if you're going casually, you're not going to go
Also,
quite
you
60.
True.
You're going to go closer to like 30 to 45 at a casual. I mean, but you guys are going a little quick because you do have a scent. You don't want to lose it. So I'd say you're going probably
Yeah.
45 per round. 10 rounds in a minute, so 450 feet per minute. That seems really fast. Is that the right math? Is that math? I don't know how to
Probably.
do math, guys. This is a problem.
How fast would you travel a mile if you're traveling at 40 feet a minute?
100 and almost 20 minutes. 2 hours.
To travel a mile?
Yes, a mile
is
is
insane, right?
5,280 feet.
We
Siri,
can't hear
that
you,
seems
Mira. You're
wrong.
super quiet.
D&D, moving at a fast pace, you could go 4 miles in an hour.
Oh,
So-
really?
Okay.
15
Can you hear
minutes.
me okay now?
Now we
Now
can.
it's better,
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Interesting.
about on track.
All right. What about now?
Now we can.
Uh,
Yes.
Now I
Yeah.
can hear you.
You were just like super quiet, so that's why we didn't hear. I heard you just very
It's
faintly, and I was
whenever
like,
I go into the app again. I don't know what's causing it. I'll just make it so I go voice activity. Anyways.
sorry about that. I don't know why that's doing that.
Weird. Yeah.
All right. How about now?
Yep, we can hear you.
It's good.
Yep, good.
Yep. I don't know what's causing it. Anyways, we're on voice activity. If you hear dogs barking, sorry.
It is what it is.
It's fine.
I mean, yeah.
Anyways, continuing. 5,280 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I was more just trying to figure out how long it takes to get to the end to know the 10-minute time. And I was like, I know you get there. I know you do not go 10 minutes in a mile. That's sprinting, like running. And that's a good runner that can do it in 10 minutes. That's like super fast.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was like, I was just trying to figure out when Joey's 10 minutes in. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so you guys...
If it helps, Google says that the average person can take 15 to 22 minutes to walk 1 mile. If we want to go by that instead.
That would probably be the better option. 15 to 22 minutes. Okay. 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 So you guys begin to make your way toward the east gate. And you get to the east gate. You begin to make your way out. Where's my map of Barovia? Barovia? Barovia. Barovia.
Barovia.
Barovia, Barovia.
That's what my brain went to too.
Seriously. Yeah.
Fair, fair.
You begin to make your way out. And you keep smelling it. An hour, 2 hours go by. It's now 10 o'clock. You guys have made it a good bit of distance outside the city. You're kind of closer to this kind of bend right here now, ish. And at this point, since it's been long enough, I'm gonna have you roll another survival check at advantage.
All right.
You guys do have the bones with you, so you can continue to try to get that scent. So the DC is not as high.
Can I make a perception check to see if anyone's following us for one reason or another?
Absolutely.
Oh, I heard
Oh,
that
yeah.
first.
I mean, we'd be
That's
on
smart.
high alert right now. Realistically.
Also, since it is now dark, I want to walk over to Morstead.
Wrong campaign.
Mikael.
I'm not here.
Who the fuck are you?
This goblin just comes out of nowhere.
Your goblin answers, I was never here at all.
Mikael just turns into a goblin for 2 seconds.
Anyways.
That was weird. Hey, Mikael, it's a little bit dark. Would you like to be able to see?
Yes, please.
Alrighty. Dark vision. Go.
Wow.
Don't forget Zila and Harrigan 6 temp.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. It transfer over the temp.
Yep. When
So-
you long rest it. Yep. In case there's
Alright.
combat, I'm just reminding.
That's fair.
Just in case.
So you guys make your way out. What is this? And with a 23, dang, you have a good survival check.
Damn.
Oh.
You begin to catch the scent again, and for a moment it's confusing because you don't smell it going farther forward. You've picked up the scent, and you smell like it almost like it pooled here for a little bit, like maybe the person was here for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And then you catch it kind of going north and looping back again.
God damn it.
Hmm?
Something wrong?
What's going on?
I think they doubled back.
That is odd. Why would they do that?
Very odd. Why would you do that?
Unless.
Where exactly are we on the map, DM?
So you guys are right about here.
Okay, well, I made a perception for if we were being followed. Can I make a different perception to see if there's like any danger ahead that I could potentially see?
Sure. Your first perception, you did not notice anything. There does not appear to be anybody
Okay.
following you.
All right, cool. I'm gonna look ahead to see if I notice anything ahead. And that's
It's
Oh,
hard to tell. It's too dark farther ahead, and plus with the bend in the road, the forest is too dense. It's too dark. You can't really make out anything.
interesting.
Very
Hmm.
interesting.
So they doubled back. Can you tell which
Seems
direction
like
they
it.
went and where they came back?
Like, it
Uh,
seems like they'd, like,
Yeah, it almost seems like They
pulled a Yui.
Yeah, so let me drawing mode. So from what you can smell, they came out, they spent a chunk of time here.
Yeah, hanging out.
And then it seems like they've doubled back this direction somewhere.
Okay.
As to whether that's
So
how far
following-
back or not, that's just dramatization for purposes.
That's the direction they're heading in.
Yes.
So not quite a full U-turn, just kind of a
Yeah.
almost.
They looped. Yeah, they looped
They went
back.
off the
It was
path.
not a. Yeah, it was not a full U-turn.
Not.
It was a.
Yeah.
They looped out and around. Whether they go toward the lake, toward the town, or around the other side of town, you can't tell
Anywhere
right
else.
now from
Yeah.
here. But you just know that the scent
Oh,
goes
shit.
back up toward the, north end of the city.
Yeah. Okay.
Could
I explained this to everyone.
It's possible that they were trying to confuse anyone who was trying to follow them.
That was my thought. I think we should keep following.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Before we set off and
As
move,
since it looks like they stayed here, the scent stayed here from what he's saying. Are there signs of an encampment?
Roll investigation.
I'm gonna join because that is exactly what I want to do.
Okay, go ahead and do.
Okay.
I was gonna say,
Separate roll.
that's
Okay.
fine.
You already rolled, so I'm just
Yep.
gonna do
Yep.
my own. Cool.
Yeah, that's
19.
not bad.
Nice.
Yeah.
It does look like there's some grass matted down on the side. It looks like maybe there's a bedroll laid out.
Is there anything that got left behind?
Not that you can see. No, it looks like whoever did this was pretty intentional about covering their tracks.
Okay. Are there tracks?
There are some around where
We
the
forgot
bedroll
to
is,
use our eyeballs.
but then it goes
Oh,
out
no.
into the forest, and you can't see within. You
Okay.
can't tell from within the forest. Too dark.
DM,
Yes.
I want to keep in mind the size of the footprint.
Okay.
I am noting that specific fact.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm going to ask you a weird question about feet later on.
I'm aware that was
context.
where that was heading.
Great. That is all.
Okay. So are you guys
Carry on.
Are you guys trying to follow that exact scent path again?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lead the way, Mikhail.
I am trying to. Let's go.
Okay. So you guys begin to loop your way back. It is slower going now because you are going through the trees, through the forest. It is not as easy to get through this area. But you do begin to make headway, and you do come out at the other side of the forest along the road that leads both up to north to Lake Zarovich and south to Valaki. And I will need one more survival with advantage to see if you can pinpoint
Alright,
which
baby.
direction, or if it continues going straight. You don't know.
Ooh,
18
18 again.
23.
Let's go.
oh my!
let's fucking
Nice.
go.
Gee,
Let's
many.
go.
You can tell it is heading back south toward Valaki again.
Frickin'
Motherfuckers.
What the fuck?
What?
They went back to Valaki, stupid frick. Muttering to himself, following the chat.
Well, if I didn't want to be followed, I would do this too, so.
Fucking stupid fucking waste of our
Well,
time.
no, back in the area that we were already going to be at. That is dumb.
And Irina will speak up at that. Well, we spent enough time in the inn. Perhaps that was the amount of time they were out in the woods, and then as we left, they had looped back around, so we missed them?
I
Apps?
can only hope.
It's
They
just a
certainly
thought.
weren't on the path. I didn't see anyone following us earlier.
Oh, if
We
these
didn't
things
run
are
into
headless,
anyone.
I would-
Unless they were
Does
hiding
does
from
the
us while we were on the
scent
path.
smell more fresh?
Strong.
Does it seem fresher like the farther along we've gotten?
With a 23, I would say yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I was debating making a roll again, but I was like, nah, that's a 23. I'll give you that one.
23 is pretty good.
It is.
Let's go.
How close does it
It's pretty
appear to be
good.
now? Like, is it really close, or like as far as like really fresh, or just like
It is.
if you
It
had to
is a
guess based on
stronger
tracking?
smell, so you imagine you are closer to the target.
feel like we are closer.
Well, if we get all the way back to Valaki, maybe we head back to the inn. We're kind of more centered in the town. I could cast Locate Object again, but I've got like a maximum of 3 more castings, and then after that I've topped out second and third slots.
Are our Raven friends like in the air scouting above us, or just
Yes. So
like chilling out next to us, walking with us? I mean,
no.
yeah.
So when you guys stop, they come down and transform back, because they
Okay.
don't have the limitations of per day transformations. Uh,
Wow.
Yeah.
I know, right? NPCs, man, they
Must
can
be
do a lot of
nice.
things.
Challenge,
Yeah.
man.
Must be
Um,
lovely.
I also
but
can't
to
go
be fair,
full wolf. Nick, go
yeah,
full
you
bird.
turn into a wolf, they turn into a bird. Like,
Yeah.
I don't turn into a wolf. I turn into a man wolf.
man wolf. Yeah,
I'd
you
like
don't
to be able to
fully
turn
turn
into
into
a
the
wolf.
wolf.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
They fully turn into birds. But when you guys stop, they transform. They, listen to what you're saying, kind of, continue to scope out, and then they'll transform back and fly up above to try to get an aerial view of things. They have not made any sort of indication that they've seen anything yet.
Okay. Well, I guess we can go back to Valaki. Okay.
I think we keep following.
All right. And you guys begin to make your way back. Just bring back up the Valaki map because you're back here again.
Freaking-
I tried minimizing and it just disappeared.
Yeah,
Oh.
just use the.
Oh wait, I have the Velaki thing. It's the Blue Water Inn that disappeared. Anyways, I have Velaki. Let's
Okay.
continue. We're at the East Gate, maybe.
You guys are at the
wherever you're
North
gonna pop
Gate
us out.
now.
Ah, the North Gate.
Because you guys came back around and are coming back down into Valaki
We
again.
Mhm.
took a big fucking circle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
What other?
that's why
What
Mikhail's
better way
grumbling.
to? Yeah. What better way to
Miguel's
throw a person
grumbling the
off?
whole time. He's so irritated.
My nose is finally working, and it's this bullshit.
Yeah, we fucking go in a circle. I do so good at leading us. And you just in a goddamn circle.
Well, at
Uh,
least it was a nice walk.
Yeah, so to put in perspective, it is now probably 3 a.m.
Okay.
Actually, it's about 2, because it was 2 to get out, and then it was about 3 to get through the wood. Make that loop back up to the road through the woods, because the woods was harder traveling, and it's been about an hour to come back down. So it's about 1 a.m. When you guys get back to the city. Of course, the guards at this point know you, so you don't get hassled at the gate anymore. These guards know you. They recognize what you've done for the city. You're
Cool.
not getting stopped at the gates anymore.
Yay.
Huzzah!
It
Hell
helps
yeah.
when saved the life of 2 of the 3 highest ranking guards in the
Oh,
city.
that's helpful.
That
Wow.
tends to give you some good
I
graces.
mean,
Amazing.
yeah.
So you guys begin to make your way down. As you're getting in, I'm not even gonna make you roll for this. You smell that you're getting closer and closer to the bones, or to this specific bone. And as you guys begin to walk down, can I have? Let's see. Mikhail, or not Mikhail. Zila and Harrigan roll perception checks first. All of you are gonna roll, but I'm doing this in a specific order. Because I have specific reasons.
It floated on that
Good rolls.
18.
Good
Yeah,
rolls.
it did. Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Good rolls.
Then I need Mikhail and Throsta to
Do I get
roll.
advantage for my smelling?
This is
Or
not smell, this
hearing?
is sight.
Great. I just like to check.
No, you good.
Crap, I didn't turn it off. Ignore it. Ignore
And
that.
there's that
Ignore
nat 20.
No, ignore
Yeah.
that. That was wrong.
Yeah. Oh,
There
it's
you
still
go.
a good one.
It was
So
a dirty
20.
20.
30-20.
Still
Okay.
20.
I'm gonna have wisdom perception. That's what. Alright, well, Vasilka ain't seeing crap. Vasilka rolled a 1.
Oof.
She's not seeing nothing. Irina, you 15. Okay. What about our two were-raven friends?
That's good for Irina.
It is. Oh, if these guys, I spoke too soon. Well, at least for one of them. Let's see if the other one sees it. Okay. So Sebastian rolled a 13. Johan rolled an 18. Or got an 18, I should say.
Alright.
Irina got a 15. So pretty good.
Alright, Irina.
So
Not bad.
as
You missed someone.
Poor Zophie.
Aw.
No, check for Sophie.
Aw.
You never
Sophie.
called my name. I'm just sitting here waiting.
I'm sorry. I somehow looked over you in the sheet. I'm sorry.
No check for
Fine.
you.
I'm just like, okay, I'm down here. I thought I'd be near the other end, but it's fine.
Yep, you should have
That's
been.
fine.
I apologize.
It's fine. I got a 16.
A 16. Okay. So here is I'm going to tell you the order in which you see things, and then I'll tell you what you see. So Mikhail, you see it first, then Johan, then Sophie, then Harrigan and Irina, then Sebastian, Rosta, Vasilka. Is that everybody?
Okay, I just don't notice it at a
Oh my
12, sir.
gosh! Oh, so why did I do this?
It's
this
your
way?
turn.
Okay, it would be Sebastian, Zila, Vasilka,
Okay.
Drosta, Vasilka. Okay, that's the order. Not that it really matters all that much, but just in case it does matter for the player's side of things. As you begin walking in, and it makes sense that Mikhail sees us first. He's in the lead. He's leading the charge. He's actively looking for things. You begin to see a group of 6 individuals walking towards you. As they begin to get closer, you get a stronger smell of the bone. As you get closer to them, and they are walking towards you, you're walking toward them, and you begin to smell the bone closer.
DM,
Yes.
I look at their feet.
One of them is approximately the correct size.
Interesting.
I knew that was coming.
I
That's
just-
okay.
I just-
It's okay. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
I want
cool,
to know
cool.
where this goes. Let's continue.
Nowhere. Just-
I think it's
Absolutely
just
nowhere.
he's trying to get anything he can
Oh.
to grasp who this was.
Okay.
literally any point of confirmation.
As sorry, I had to hydrate.
Mhm.
As your two parties begin to get closer, you begin to make out that this is a group of three. You see 3 males and 3 females walking toward. One of them, pretty obviously, in the lead. As you begin to get closer, you begin to see just a little billowing cape flowing behind the one in the front. As coming into view is Strahd and his wives,
motherfuck- Oh,
Motherfucker!
and Rahadin.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Ah.
Kind of
Sophie.
day, huh?
As you were trying to compare the
Mm.
feet,
Yeah.
you notice that the one specifically that you pick out
Mhm.
appears to be
Sure.
Rahadin.
Ah.
Hmm.
And as they get closer, hello, friends. It is good to see you. You are out quite late, are you not?
No rest for the wicked, eh?
It's interesting meeting you here of all places at this time of the night, but hello.
Hello. I was investigating the town. I heard about the attack, and of course, I had to come investigate to see what was happening. Appears to be
course.
under control, though.
Bitch.
Did you say that?
We don't fucking know. No.
No.
So mad because we don't
God.
fucking know because fucking memory bullshit.
No shit. I haven't seen an 8 since dinner.
Yeah, the situation was handled pretty well, I suppose.
I can tell. I heard that you helped to defend the church as well as the people of the inn. That is quite admirable for
course.
people who do not have ties to these lands.
We're helpful.
Yes.
We like to be helpful.
That is good. It is good to be helpful when you can.
I shoot a look over to Mikhail,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm kind of just like eyes like, eh. Do you give me like, I don't know, a subtle nod or anything, or do you?
Yeah, I think, very slight nod, making eye contact.
Okay, thanks.
Well, it appears that most of the damage has been contained. The fires have been put out. And the people here will learn and grow from this. At least I'd hope. It is unfortunate that the people were lost. It is never a fun experience.
No, undead can be quite the pain in the ass.
True. But I did manage, while I was on my way here, a gentleman came across in the woods. And when I inquired about what he wanted, he attempted to attack me. And once he, of course, overwhelmed, he dropped this I believe this is something that you might be looking for. And he will hand you the bone.
Oh my
Can I
Didn't know it did
He's
that.
touching the bone with his bare hand.
The bone is wrapped up.
Okay.
Okay.
But
I was
he
gonna say,
holds
like,
it in
what?
such a way that the cloth falls open to show the bone.
You can see
But
it.
his hand is around the cloth.
Can I insight the chance encounter with our bone stealing friends?
Go right ahead, please.
Yes, please.
I have
would
a
like
different
to
insight. I have a
incite the
different
intent.
insight.
I'm gonna wait for my insight. I
My
want to
max so
see.
far tonight has been 5
Well-
for my rolls, so yeah, we're doing great here. So
I want Harrigan's insight and potentially Mikhail's insights to be handled first, and then I'll ask about my insight, and then
Okay.
roll.
Okay. So, Mikhail and who? Okay. So,
Harrigan was asking, I think we're asking all
Harrigan, yeah.
questions.
so Harrigan, you were wanting specifically to see if you believe what he's telling you about
Yes.
chance encounter.
Yes.
From what you can tell, he is not lying.
Yeah, okay.
Ain't no fucking way.
You, as a
I don't know
player,
about
can choose to believe whatever you want to, and as can the
Mikhail.
character.
Is that
The
what you're
character can too,
inciting?
but from what you can tell,
I'm finished.
he does not appear to be lying. From what you can tell.
Was that also what you were inciting, Mikhail, or were you
No,
trying to
I'm
incite something
assuming-
else?
I'm assuming at this particular moment that I am in front because I've been like leading the way
Yes.
and such. I saw things first. So I assume that I'm the one being handed the bone. Is it gonna kill me if I take it? Does it seem like
No.
I suppose
From a
that's also-
13.
I
Great.
was.
From what you
my
can tell, it
insight
does
was
not
going to be.
appear to be anything wrong with the bone. It appears to be the bone you're missing. You can very clearly smell the scent you've been tracking.
the scent is the same? Yeah.
that bone.
Okay. That's important.
My insight was to see if he was trying to be. Well, I haven't rolled it yet, but I wanted to see if he was trying to be sly and give like a.
I mean, you're
damaged
free to
version
roll yourself
of the
because you
bone.
wouldn't know what
Yeah.
Mikhail knows from his roll.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So roll and see what you get. You may get
So, a
more, you
split
may get less.
second of-
It's the
Nope.
same. It just it appears he
Same
is
thing,
genuinely
something.
handing you the actual bone. I believe this might be what you were looking for. As he hands over the bone.
In fact, it is.
How fortuitous.
What good luck.
I happened upon it and figured if you're out this late, you're obviously looking for something. What chance would it be if I find the thing you're looking for? I am glad.
Very generous.
So you came here to help us find the thing we were looking for?
No, I came here to check out the damage to the town. I just so happened to come across this.
Right.
I figured if anybody
bad.
knows where
My
it needed
bad.
to go, it would be you.
Is he lying about
What's up with this bitch?
wanting to check on the town and not wanting to, like, I don't know, see what we were up to as well?
Fuck with the party.
Yeah, fuck with the party, Neil.
From what you can tell, he is telling you the truth.
So you happen to be
pluses,
coming
man.
here to check out the town at what, midnight?
Well, I could come in the morning, but then things may be more disastrous, maybe repaired. It is better to check it out as soon as I could, would it not? What kind of ruler would I be if I waited until the next day to check out something going wrong?
We appreciate you checking on your town, and we appreciate the bone that you have given us and not picked with us.
Consider it a
Did you-
sign of goodwill.
Right. DM, how many bone pieces did we need yet?
You needed
4.
one. You had 3.
Just-
You
Well,
needed a 4th.
we needed 4, but yeah.
The one got away.
there was
And the one got
that
away. And that is the one you've been tracking that has now been handed to you.
Gotcha. What, no, never mind. What, so you killed the person, I assume, that attacked you out in the woods that had the bone?
Let us
That's what you
just
said?
say that they will not be bothering us anymore.
So they're dead.
He did not say that.
You may choose to think what you will.
DM, what do the people around us look like? Like, do they see Strahd?
Like 2 in the morning. Who
Yeah,
else is
what-
around
There's
us?
there's nobody else
Just
out
his
on the street.
wives and
It is
Rahadin, right?
your
The
party,
Ravens, if they are a night sight.
and it is
Uh,
Strahd, his wives, and Rahadin, and the Bard, his husband,
Wait,
also called the wives. It's just part of him.
Wives,
Yep.
gender neutral.
Exactly.
question.
Exactly.
His
Can I be
harem.
heard?
Yes.
Am I being heard? I don't
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are now.
Sorry.
Question.
Mhm.
How tall was the original guy who fucking got away from my restraint? Can I compare him to Rahadin or any of these
Ooh.
people?
Roll an insight.
Smart.
Come on.
That's fucking 20.
He appears to be the same height, from what you can remember, to Rahadin.
I
Bastard.
knew it. I fucking knew it.
Yeah, you won't be
Zila's gonna keep
bothering.
this information to herself for now.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
now that you have what you need, and I have seen the city, it is probably time to bid you good night.
I would like to see what. Sorry, DM.
Yes.
What's Rahadin acting like towards us right now? Without needing a roll.
Without, okay. That's what I was going to ask. Because are you really trying, or are you just kind of getting a general feel?
Like,
He
right
seems
now,
to be.
I want to get a general feel.
He seems to be calm and collected. The same type
Okay.
of manner he was when you met him in the castle.
Now I want to know if I can roll and see if I can
You may
notice like
you
any
may roll,
veins
yes.
pop in.
On
12.
a 12. In the dark, it's hard to tell for sure.
Mm-hmm.
His, for what it's worth, his cloak looks a little dusty.
Mm-hmm.
But to get a good glimpse at him, especially because the way you have Strahd on the front, Mikhail's in the front of your party, you guys are kind of behind
Yeah,
them,
and I'm
his
kind of
party's
towards the
behind.
back. It's
yeah,
hard to tell.
it's hard to tell for sure, but he looks a little dirty. But that could just be from traveling. It's hard to tell.
Okay, cool. Got it. Anyways, I'm keeping the information of the Nat 20 to myself
That's
for
fine.
now.
oh yeah, Strahd, before you leave, I've got a question for you.
Yes.
Are you aware of a cult that bears 2 fangs as an emblem?
I am aware. I believe that was the people that you were fighting. That is what the young man or woman, I don't really know or care, had on them. I take it that was the group you were referring to?
Yes.
I am aware of them.
One of them got away.
I imagine that is the one I encountered. I do not...
Well, technically, two.
I know that they serve someone. As to who that is, I believe that would be better for you to find out.
Question, DM.
Yes.
I know it's blatantly obvious to the players. Do the characters know he's a vampire? Yeah, right. Like it's blatantly
I
obvious
feel like
to the
by now
players.
we've been aware of that. I don't know. Maybe
I've
I
been
But-
asking that question
Knowledge
for
myself.
several sessions, and
Love me.
I've been getting mixed. Where it's like,
We've-
yes, you guys know at this point, or no, you guys do not know at this point. So, yeah.
I'm trying
It's like,
to
wouldn't Rudolph
think.
have told of us? Wouldn't like Esmeralda have been aware of this? Like, wouldn't they
I
have
was
told us
about to
this by now?
say, I
I
think
Mikael would
believe
know,
Von
maybe.
Mikael
Richten.
has
Like,
known
come
the
on.
whole time.
I believe
Yeah,
Von
like-
Richten told you guys
At least one of you has told us.
because
and the
he
people
said
who
that he came
have
here
prior
to
knowledge.
fight the ultimate monster of Strahd, and he lost to
Okay.
him.
Right.
He would have seen Strahd's abilities and would know. So I imagine, and I
Okay.
don't remember for sure, but I'm going to assume, even if I didn't explicitly say it, we're going to assume that at least at the point that you had that whole info dump with Von Richten, you are aware.
Okay. Thank you.
Stani know that he's rumored to be one of the undead feasting on the blood of the living.
Yeah.
So-
But also, you worked directly for him, so you would know more of his power
Right.
than just of
Also,
average
Okay.
when he
Vistani.
came
I
and
feel
helped
like if
raise up
at any
Peregrine,
point during the
was
campaign-
a vampire thing. So like,
Yeah.
the other guys had been like, hey, is that guy a
No.
vampire? Mikael had been like, yeah, duh.
Yeah,
Well,
course
it
he
doesn't
is.
really change
said it
my
wasn't his fault, like,
question,
that
but
really
good to
wasn't, so-
know.
yeah.
Good
I
to
feel like at
know.
this point, the party is aware, even if they haven't seen him do anything, and you don't have like solid
Pure.
confirmation. You've been told that is what
Yeah.
people believe he is.
Cool. Bad
Mhm.
choices go. So, is this a... You said you're aware of this cult, correct?
Yes.
Are they a cult of vampires? The icon's a little on the nose.
You
Or the
would
tape.
be correct on the icon, but as far as them being vampires, that is none of. Hold on, let me rephrase because
Oh.
I was going to say the wrong
Mhm.
sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That is not something that I am aware of.
Bullshit?
Oh shit.
No.
Oh, shit.
Bullshit.
My 21 was
okay.
on.
Huh. Okay.
On that,
his
even on the
previous
natural
partner.
20, you believe that
Okay.
he is telling you the truth in that he is not aware of them being vampires.
Okay. That is good. I feel like he would know that. If they're not vampires, then do they worship them?
That I do not know. Although it would
Can
seem to be the case.
I roll off that nat 20 to, or do you want another roll?
No, I'll give you this one with a nat 20. You do believe that he is still telling you the truth.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. Fair enough.
Strahd, have you told us any lies?
If I am
Jesus fucking
telling you
Christ.
something,
Good God.
it is the truth. Whether it is your truth or mine, it does not matter. It is the truth.
Okay. So in essence, he says no. Insight. Son of a bitch.
Can't tell.
We're just
Ah!
understanding
That is
Very
that
strange
was a
sentence
question
you
I had to
just
really
sentenced.
think about. That one.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
wait, that made my
Mm.
brain hurt.
Yeah, no.
It should be
listen.
said. It should be said that there is one more ally that they had. He was very slippery and managed to get away as well.
I do believe that the one that got away did mention somebody like that. I don't necessarily have an explanation, but perhaps while in a battle, you should be more careful to check who may be around. You never know when someone may not be seen.
Hey DM.
Yes.
This is a stretch for my character to make the the connection.
Mm-hmm.
I can roll a percentile die if you want.
Okay, what are you trying to do?
I'm just gonna stick with the topic of the night for some weird reason. Do I remember the shoes that person who teleported away from us was wearing?
Oh,
I'm definitely going to need a percentile because that's not something you're focusing on in a combat.
You're right, but that's an 86%.
Hell,
Ooh.
come on.
Look, Sophie is looking at me for a different reason at this point. Sophie's looking at feet for a different reason at this point.
If you still say no, I understand.
I'm going to
I
say
just wanna
no.
see
Uh,
Okay.
because, I mean, leather boots. That's what they look like.
Okay. All right. Fair. I'm just trying
Anyways,
to
I get
leap
it.
of logic
I
to
get
make a connection.
Yeah.
Zila's response now. That is good advice. It will be taken for the future.
Good. There's always something to consider. You never know who may have abilities to be unseen. It's always best to have some way to figure it out. And with that,
Yeah.
I bid you good night. As they begin to walk past you.
I want to do one more insight check against Rahadin
Okay, go ahead.
as he's walking by, since, you know, I'm being a little on the nose with the information that only I know. Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Still too dark.
That's fine. That's fine.
as the wives walk by, you guys can see Harrigan hiding behind the closest, largest ally.
Probably
away
Vasilka.
from-
Probably
Yeah,
Mikhail
probably.
or Vasilka.
This is
Yeah.
for the back probably, so yeah.
No.
So to say, I bet Harrigan would have been like helping me track. You're good
Maybe.
at that.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
I
either
That's
thought
true.
about
Mikhail or
I thought
Vasilka.
about
It's one
wild
of the
shaping
two.
as a wolf to like try and help or whatever, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been doing that.
yeah.
But I mean, Mikhail just kept nailing the high rolls. Like, you really
Yeah,
didn't
no,
need
I
any help.
literally
Nice.
never needed to.
I was good at it
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
once in my
So
life.
good. Smells.
Yeah.
All right.
So they file their way past you all, heading back up toward the north gate. And you guys are there with the bone that you were tracking.
Well,
Oh.
we
That was
got
a
the
waste of
bone.
fucking
This is a
time.
little late, but detect magic on the bone.
Yeah, there's that.
Magic.
You do get a faint bit of radiant magic.
Oh.
Seems good enough to me.
Already magic. All right. I think we should go straight to the church.
Question of clarification.
Yes.
What school of magic?
Let me
Huh?
actually find out the exact school that. Oh,
Oh, you're
Uh-oh.
Oh,
back again.
oh,
There you
Sorry,
okay,
are.
you're back.
I hit the virtual cam button as I was
Ah.
scrolling. Let me find out
Gotcha.
exactly what type of.
I
But
feel
yeah,
like
either
it's
the end of the church, we can
one
go
of
back to the
two,
get
but I don't want to
stuff,
assume.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put me
I
on
need to just
NPC,
figure
be
out
back.
exactly what this is. That's not the spell. Oh, what's the name of the spell? Now, my brain. DMs help me. It's the one where a cleric makes a sanctified space.
Hallow.
Hallow, that's what it is. Thank you.
Yep.
I was like, I was thinking sanctuary. I was like, that's not the right spell.
Nope, Hollow is much more powerful than that.
So this is evocation.
Okay.
Interesting that Hallow is evocation.
Strange, yeah.
I only know that because
Meta, that's why you
Without
get
have
radiant
duration, but yeah,
immunity
sure,
from this,
so.
because it's a
Yeah.
No, that
it's a
makes
holy
sense.
spell.
Yeah.
It's a modified version of Hollow, because Hollow's only 60 feet.
Yeah,
But
Mhm.
Well,
make
that was
look,
terrifying.
DM
There's like a-
things,
Exactly.
altering spells,
Exactly.
nothing new.
exactly.
There's also a bunch of
Yeah,
those
fair.
like
There's like
make a place
homebrew versions that
sanctuary
make it bigger,
spells.
make areas a thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's functionally the hollow
Orstead has
spell.
like 3 of them that he knows to cast on his bar when he gets it back.
Yeah, exactly. The same concept.
Anyway,
So
I think we should go
the
straight to the
or
church.
Okay, the church it is.
You
Let's
do have
go
all
to the
4
church.
bones, so it's not like
Yeah.
you have to stop anywhere to do anything. You have all 4.
I mean, maybe
This
if we
is
want
a
to.
quick recap. Wasn't the priest taken with us to the inn because he was
No, he was
injured?
He
dead.
was, but
I
all
thought
the
he
injured
was,
people
yeah.
eventually were filed back out, and if they were well enough to go back to their places, they went back to where they were. If they were unable to move or still needed intensive care, they were taken out with like stretchers to other buildings, like
I mean, he
medical
was
areas.
like dead.
He
almost,
was
but,
dead and then
He
brought
was
back
dead,
to
but he was
life.
Yeah,
brought back to
yeah,
stabilized,
I
and he
forgot
walked
for a
with you guys, all with assistance. But he walked with you guys
Okay.
back to the
Alright,
bar.
good.
Okay.
And he's
So-
probably back at the
Okay.
church.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did
yeah,
not have
okay.
like broken bones. His death was very like instant, straight in, dead.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he didn't need like the intensive care of shattered bones and splints and all those things. His was very quick.
Mhm.
Okay.
So he would be well enough to be back at the church. Now, whether he's actually doing any sort of service right now, it's a very different story. But,
It's also 2 in the morning, so I highly doubt it. But
well,
yeah.
what I'm saying is
Well,
any
yeah.
sort of religious duties, he's
He's
probably
probably
on rest.
asleep.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he probably
Pass the
lives
fuck
somewhere
out.
attached to the
Just a little-
church.
He
little
lives
priest
in the
room,
church.
yeah.
You guys do know
Yeah,
he
he's
has
got
a room
quarters.
off to the side of the church.
Yeah.
He lives in the church.
Let us go to the church and hopefully
Let us
it's
go.
unlocked. Or at least able to be opened.
Should we grab the other bones?
You have them.
we already
We
have,
have
have
the bones
them.
with us.
Oh, sorry.
You guys have all of the bones. So you guys can begin to make your way over to the Church of St. Andrew. And you guys excuse me. As you get there, the door is shut. Or as
Is it
shut as it
locked or
can
just
be because it
closed?
was kind of blown off its hinges.
Indeed.
So it's more propped than anything necessarily. But enough to keep it secure. This was one of the places that they did focus on trying to get some repairs done to before because it is so important to this town, or at least to the people of the town. So while the doors aren't necessarily reset on their hinges, they are, they do keep things out of the building. But you would be able to go and knock on them, and they could be opened if that's what you guys choose to do. Or you can just walk right in. That's also an option you can do too.
Dorosta walks right in.
Okay.
I'll knock on the
Zero
door as we
will
walk
follow
in.
DeRosta.
No, I'm not knock. I'm just walking in.
So as you guys are all walking in,
Hello?
you go to push the door. As I said, the doors weren't reset yet, so you push the door, the door just boom down.
Oops.
How heavy are these doors?
Error?
These doors are
I am
probably
sorry.
about 50 to 60 pounds. They're solid wood
We
doors.
I mean, you
We
couldn't
can
get through
pick it
'em.
up together with our telekinesis.
Actually, it'd be even
Yeah.
that'd be even heavier
like
than that.
Zophie picks up one door, Zila
No,
picks up another door using her
Easy, man.
telekinesis stuff.
I'm actually hold on. I need to look this up because I
And we
need to
just
see
prop
how.
'em.
Yeah.
Depends on what church you're talking about. Yeah. This
Uh,
is not the one I was looking at.
okay.
This is even funnier.
So these are. I just looked this up because I'm way
Mhm.
off on my sizes.
yeah.
They're about 150 pounds a piece.
That sounds more accurate.
Because they're solid wood
Yeah, they're
mixed with
big and
mixed with like steel.
Uh-huh.
Steel
Suspend
bindings.
side points to pick up, but it's
No,
fine.
no,
We're
no,
gonna
no.
sleep again.
No, what we do
No, we're
is
gonna
we
sleep
both
again anyways.
we both do one door and then we both do the other door.
Or
You could do
Share the burden.
that. Teamwork.
That
Wow.
I'll
or
allow
yeah,
that.
teamwork.
teamwork makes the dream work.
So
Teamwork
you
makes
guys,
the dream work.
you guys lift the two doors and kind of make sliding doors
Set
with
them in place.
yeah. As you guys come into the church, there's a single candle lit on the altar. And
And
the
a cat.
priest is not in his room. He has actually got a cot sitting in front of the altar, or laying in front of the altar. As you guys make the noise of opening and lifting these giant wooden doors and setting them back down, he startles awake, and you can tell he very clearly can't see you because it's dark, and he's human.
I would do anything to fix that right away.
So he is.
I would do dancing lights. Okay,
Oh.
so what do I have?
Oh,
But like
Lathander.
a chill ambery kind of light that's not like harsh. you
Yeah,
know?
but it's just like the like he's half like he's startled awake and then bright light, like not bright, but you know, bright.
for me,
Oh,
is
bright
what's
light.
going on. Minus the bang. He just got flashed.
Sorry to wake you. We
Lathander.
found the bones.
Oh,
All of them. All the bones.
what? As he kind of sits up and like blinks his eyes a few times to get him to adjust. Do you mind running that by me again?
We found the rest of the bones.
Bones.
Really? It's wonderful. Bring him here. Bring him.
I hand him
Uh,
over.
Yep. So you hand over, the bones to him, and he begins to look them over. He pulls them up. He begins to look at them, like he's picking them up and turning them around, making sure that they're still in good condition. And yes, these are it. What? Where did you find the fourth one? How? What? How? What? Didn't they? It does not matter. Let me get started on the ritual again. And he is not like he's still there. He's still listening, but he's very much like way more absorbed in the fact that he has these now. And he is going to go back over. Help me push the altar out of the way. And he begins to push and shove the altar. Before you even get there, he's got this thing like halfway pushed. He's just like pure adrenaline.
The shrugs and a strength of 10. So yeah.
At pushing this thing, and he pushes it slowly out of the way with your help, and he puts the bones back carefully arranged in the little cubby that they're for, and then he begins to grab various he begins to quite literally, like, he takes the candle and is just running through the church, grabbing various items and relics and other holy memorabilia, and begins to set them out and around the bones. And he grabs like his pendant and puts it on. He grabs his kind of scriptures that he reads from and begins to just recite this ritual, as the Howl spell takes 24 hours to cast.
Oof.
He is like completely ignoring you guys at this point and is just reading through the ritual to cast.
Right, so maybe we could go back to the inn and have somebody kind of keep an eye out over here.
I think somebody should stay to watch that this
I
is
can
not
do that.
interrupted.
I'm interested in the.
You are welcome to stay with us, but me and Johan can handle it if you'd like to go back with your friends. It is up to you. I will not say no to more company.
Harrison's gonna look around. Is there like a bowl, a glass, any like a plate?
Yeah, I mean, you could find
Early.
there's like cups around that have like the. Are you looking for ones with like the holy symbol and such on them?
No, I just need a utensil. It doesn't matter if it's wood or anything.
Oh yeah, that's easily enough. But they're specifically
He's
they
gonna
are
put a
ones that
good-
have the
good
holy
berry.
symbol on them. But
Yeah. You got me, Mira. I'm gonna find a container.
uh-huh.
I'll grab 3 good berries, leave them in the container, and I'll set them not like in the middle of all of the ritual, but like
Off to the side, kind of a little
fairly,
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that. I get that. Easily enough.
Yeah.
Like, I could roll for that now to know how long this usually takes for this kind of stuff in my experience in studies in temples, but like, it's up to you.
Why don't you roll? Yeah, let's see if the Rosta can let's see if the Rosta is aware of what
Shit.
spell he's casting.
Right. You want a
Um,
religion or arcana?
due to the nature of the spell, let's go with religion or arcana. Either
It's all the
one.
Same. The same
Okay.
plus. That's above a 10, guys.
No,
Woohoo.
with a 17.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
would be aware of the
Amazing.
spell.
Yo.
You are aware of
Okay.
what the spell looks like, although slightly altered. You get the idea that this is the hollow spell, so you are aware that this is a very long ritual, and that he will be
I would
here
tell the party
till-
this. Yes.
You know, he will be here for at least.
This
a
is
day.
going to take the entire day, and next in the evening. It's going to be a long time.
I look over to Johan. Those good berries, they keep you filled for an entire day.
Oh,
You
those-
two
yeah, those
could
are
have
nice.
one as well. Were either of you two by chance the ones I might have given a berry to?
Us? No, never. You want to? You can roll insight.
Yes,
Both of them are looking at each other, and but no, never.
Absolutely.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Of course
absolutely
not.
it's both of them. Both of them.
You get the feeling that one, if not both, of them were various birds that you fed the good berries to at one point in time in your travel or another. To be fair, the people in the inn told you they were their strongest fighters and their
This
best
is-
scouts.
This is
So,
Yeah.
of course, to investigate these new people, who do you send but your best?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Fair.
Hey, listen. I know I've already asked for forgiveness and all, but I still feel kind of bad about ever charming one of your friends. If you ever happen to see them again, please let them know I'm very sorry.
No, don't worry about him. He deserves it.
He does. Okay, well then, fine.
He's so cocky. He thinks he's better at everything than everybody. He needed to take it down a notch.
Well, then I'm glad he's the one I charmed.
Go with that. Also, we'll be sure to let
That's
him
an
know
option.
that we know the person who did it. It'll be even better.
All right.
Good.
Well,
Good.
Well,
if everything is set here, we're gonna go back to the inn, I suppose.
Yes, go back.
I
Get
Working
some
with the
sleep.
party.
It gets to be light outside, sure.
Yeah.
So you guys now exiting and heading out.
Mhm.
It is because of Sophie's feet. It is now 3:00 in the morning because you came in at 1, had the interaction with him. Actually, it's probably closer to 3:30 because you did have a good chunk of time you were talking with Strahd and his group, and then also here at the church. So it's about 3:30. As you guys exit the church. And as you're looking around the town is very quiet. There is faint smoke coming from some of the chimneys around town. Imagine it's just the end of their fires for the day to keep things warm. There is no obvious fires happening in the city anymore. There's not hustling and bustling about trying to get things prepared or anything. It is the quietest you have ever seen this town tonight.
Well,
Let's get back to the inn.
Yep.
All right. You guys.
On the way
I'm listening.
On the
I'm
way
just moving.
back, yeah. On the way back, I'm gonna, just out loud. I don't do this often enough. I want to cast Druidcraft. I want to know what the weather will be like for the next 24 hours
Okay.
at this location.
In this town, the weather tomorrow will be cloudy, but no rain.
With a chance of meatballs?
I was gonna make
Damn.
that joke, and I decided against it. But I was thinking that myself.
Well, no rain tomorrow. Fog, of course, but
Sounds like every day here so far.
yeah. I don't know, I was just curious. It's something I can do. I might as well do it from time to time.
Right? It's good to know.
Surely.
Useful.
It, for what it's worth, not having rain makes the trek easier because you don't have mud.
Yeah.
Needs more mud.
Mood.
Okay.
Anyways.
You guys make your way back to the inn. And you guys go in. The majority of the lights are off. The candles have been put out. The wife is sitting up by a candle reading. But for the most part, there's no real other lights on. Nobody else seems to be around. You imagine they've gone to bed by this point. As you walk in. Oh, good. You are back. How did everything go?
We explain. But do we talk about
I was gonna say,
Info
we mentioned
I
that.
need to know to what
But-
depth do you explain this to
At
her?
the very least,
No,
explain
fully,
where Johan
fully.
and Sebastian are.
Johan and Sebastian were there. We explained fully.
Oh, true.
Okay. Nope, that's
That's
fair.
true, they were there. So, yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything.
Mhm.
Well, that is
Concerning?
I guess.
Extremely concerning.
Although, if he gave you back the bone, that's... I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, overall, it's a net good, but
You say that
yeah.
he said he came across the person who had it?
Mm-hmm.
that's what he said.
He seemed to be telling the truth as far as we could tell.
As far as we could tell, he didn't tell a single fucking lie.
I mean, he's very
Yeah,
hard to
I
read,
mean-
but I think he was telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
The player's a little salty.
No, okay, look, Keratin,
20
for
on a
once,
persuasion check or something, guys. Like,
He thought it was normal to be out at midnight examining a town that was attacked during the daytime, but whatever. Sure, to each their own.
well, I mean, he is light adverse, so
But
You
like,
know.
I mean, sure, we were in the resting earlier, but like, why? It's such a late time to be walking around the town. Like,
Strahd rarely comes to Vallaki. But when he comes at any manner of time. I don't think it necessarily matters to him if it is day or night.
it was just very odd. But I really don't know. Maybe he was busy until now. I don't know, but.
Vila is saying nothing.
The
Hmm.
chances of him encountering the person that was on the road and happened to have the bone, and then he happened to do whatever to them, and then walked around and gave it back to us. It is very strange.
I mean, so, and this might sound weird, but the footprints from the encampment we found, it did. It was very similar size to one of the people with Strahd. I can't say with 100% certainty it was someone in his group, but it's a possibility.
But maybe they were there helping him if he needed help to subdue this person?
Maybe. I think it'd be weird for them to steal their shoes. I don't think they need shoes.
That might be strange.
That seems unlikely.
Yes.
Perhaps they
Very
have the same
specific.
place they get their shoes?
Possible.
Are there
It's more
multiple
so
shoe places in this world?
There are
To be
only so
honest, I only
many.
know of the one here in town.
Well, it's more so the size. You know, if the shoe fits. But
Oh my.
That's a 3.
Oof. See that you look weird. What's this going on over there?
DeRosa calls out Zila. Zila's kind of like, I don't know what caught your attention. Maybe it was like her fidgeting, but it seems like Zila looks like she knows something.
For good measure. Oh, good. We're good. It's fine. Okay.
It looks like she knows something, but you can't pick up on exactly what. Zophie, you think that she might have information about one of the people in the number. I think that would be fair to give that to the insight. Yeah?
It's up to you what you would choose to give.
Telepathically, Zila.
Yes.
What are you hiding?
Now both of you are very quiet. What is happening?
Now Zila is looking very uncomfortable and just says out loud, I can't be certain of anything, and I shouldn't say anything until I am certain.
Okay, fair enough. Out loud.
There's a world of
have a
uncertainty.
theory.
A game.
A
That
game
may-
theory.
God damn it.
Oh, fuck.
That may or may not arise. But again, for the sake of everyone involved, I think I should stay quiet about it for now.
Okay, well, if you feel that way, I trust you. So, I guess we got the bones back. Mikhail, tomorrow we head out?
As good the time as any.
If we take like a small nap, do we have to?
I
do
mean,
anything
that
else?
was the plan before
It
You
was the
know,
plan before all
the
of
town
this
got
happened,
attacked by
so-
undead and we had to
But I
fight
mean,
through
like, are we
waves.
long
and...
resting
Yeah,
again?
yeah.
I mean-
Or are
I
we
think
also
let's
to just, like,
go.
sleep.
Yeah, I
and
would
then,
like to
keep going.
long rest again.
I mean, we'll
Okay,
need to
so 8-hour rest. Okay.
sleep because it's night and make our way out in the morning.
But we could have like slept for like 4 hours versus like 5 to 6.
We could
8
take.
hours,
So
you
I
know,
guess
so.
here's the thing. we
Two
could take
short rests.
We could take. Yeah, we could take like a short rest or two until
Well,
the sun
but Harrigan
starts
did
to
use a lot more
break.
spells than we did, so if he needs a long
I was
rest, we
about
could
to
do
say,
that.
does
That's-
Harrigan
that's
want to just
fine,
take
yeah.
full rest? Or...
I would like to full rest if it is all possible.
We could wait for 8 hours. I mean, what is another 2 hours, right? So
That's
Yeah.
fine. Oh, I can't be an elf. We can wait
Well,
8
I mean,
hours.
what if Vasilka or Mikhail are willing? We could take a short rest, and then once we get ready to go, I could just take the rest of my long rest on their back.
I don't think it works like
That
that.
doesn't
Joey.
quite work that way. I like. I've tried it with Ayaki before,
We've
and I
always
was not
tried.
allowed.
Yeah. Look, if the solution is we get a cart, that's
Yeah.
the solution
Get a
to
cart.
long resting on the road.
Mm-hmm. Gotta find one.
Cars won't be able to go through the woods.
This is
Also true.
Wait,
Yep.
wait, what? What if one of you slimes, telekinetically just kept me floating with you?
You know how hard that is to hold for a long period of time?
No, not a clue.
Let's just take our time. We'll sleep in a little bit, and then we'll go. Easy.
Hmm. Well, I appreciate it. I would like to.
We just like relaxed and ate food and stuff earlier. We didn't actually sleep physically. So.
Yeah. You know how you like concentrated on that spell for like 10 minutes? Imagine doing that, but for 8 hours.
Not even 8 hours, 12 hours if we're going to be traveling for a long period of time.
Well, I wouldn't need it for that long. Say we slept for 8 hours, we got up, I would just need like 3 hours of floaty time. But I understand.
If you have 8 hours of long rest, that's a long rest.
Look,
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's just take the long rest. We'll leave
Yes,
at
let's
like
just
11.
sleep here.
Does
We'll
it look
rest
like everyone is
until
getting ready to
11
go to
o'clock.
their individual rooms?
We go to bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Just
Yeah.
wait.
Yes.
all
Yeah.
the NPC.
Zeala's pulling you all aside
Okay. We're all going
Oh,
into the
okay.
room, into one of the rooms.
Yep.
Into the room.
Well, we're going this way.
Several slime arms just go. Just like.
She wanted to talk to you guys, like
Okay,
after
so-
everything.
Well, we are here, so. Hi.
So, Mikhail and Harrigan, this morning, well, yesterday morning.
Time.
Yeah.
Anyways, the reason why I was so off wasn't because I was hungover. And Harrigan, I apologize for being standoffish, but seeing as the tavern was filling up with people, it was not the place nor time to talk about this.
Fair.
The hag situation has changed. She did something last night that she has it's unprecedented, and I don't know what it means, but she caused me to have nightmares all night. And where it's not unheard of for her to give me a nightmare, this was more so imagine you have to suffer through one after the other over and over and over all night. Was what was going on with me this morning. And the fact that she could do that, I don't know what else she can do with the amount of distance. Never mind proximity, if I were to get closer to her. So, I need you all to make me a promise, especially you, Harrigan, and Zophie.
Oh.
Yes.
No matter what happens, don't make a deal with her. I don't care what's going on. I don't want any of you to be involved with any of what she could do.
Well, I, for one, know full well how you feel about the hags, and I can assure you I will not have anything to deal with them. Unless it is spike growth.
That's an insight to see if you're telling the truth, Harrigan.
You get the feeling he's telling the truth.
All right. Go ahead, Sophie. Sophie, you were saying something.
No, I can't see a situation where I would make a deal with them.
He's inciting to see if you're telling the truth.
There was a slight hesitation.
Sophie. I need to especially make sure that you never make a deal with her, no matter what happens.
Then none of us
I need
can
you
die.
to promise me.
Then none of us can die, and we need to take them out. And then that won't need to happen.
Zila's gonna look at the rest of the group. And generally get an idea of, like, if you guys are nodding to agree with her or what. So, DeRosta, Mikhail, was your reaction to Zila saying this?
Were you talking to all of us, or just mostly to them?
Oh, everyone.
Focused on them, but
everyone. But Harrigan had a history with the fucking dream pasty.
Dream pastry. Pastry.
Pasties are very different.
That's okay though. So yeah.
I was thinking Harry Potter pasties. You sicko.
Yes.
Anyway,
I was just clarifying their name.
Yeah.
Pastry. Anyways,
oh man.
the dream pastry.
Chris is gone. Just keep going.
He's gone. The dream
Fuck
pastry,
you.
and then Sophie, because of her connection with Zila and wanting to do whatever she feels to help Zila, she was focused on them, but it extended to everyone in the group that Zila is concerned about, which would include Harrigan, Sophie, DeRosa, Mikhail, at this point, Irina, Esmeralda, and Vasilka. Assuming that Irina is in the room with us. I mean, Esmeralda.
Yeah. Esmeralda is not. She was there with Rudolph, and she is not in the room.
Okay, she's not in the room. Okay, so Irina and Vasilka would also, she would be looking at them for their reactions to Zila saying this to them.
So Irina would go, I have no intention to do anything with the hex. I don't like them. They're ugly.
Good.
And mean.
I do not make deals with dark
like
forces.
Vasilka.
I'm fine.
Insightful.
Her expression does not change in regard to them. She doesn't show any change in expression.
Okay.
Furthermore, again, I don't know what she can do. This is new territory. I can only assume the worst so that we can be prepared for it. If, for some reason, I cannot control myself, for whatever reason, I would rather you guys find some way to take me out than to let it just happen.
I won't let you hurt anyone.
Same.
Thank you.
And I will heal anyone you may hurt.
And we'll
I'm
persuade
just-
that it was unintentional. Yes. So.
I'm just scared of what this could mean.
Well, I think it's obvious you take this as a very serious threat, and I don't think any of us see it as anything less than that. Why don't you tell us what you know about them, their weaknesses, their strengths, their abilities, if you know any of them?
The problem about that is that it's been several years. And for me, it's been several years, but from what we found out from Strahd, it's been 100+ years. So their abilities, the ones that I can remember, may only be a fraction of what they can do now.
Fair.
I'm not sure of how accurate of information I can give you. What I can give you is that she really enjoys preying on people who seem to have hope in their eyes, and then tearing it by piece down. She finds a lot of enjoyment in that. DM, what kind of abilities would Zila remember from those many years back for her?
Roll a history.
Cool. Yeah. As a 16, sir.
Not bad. You would remember the ability of the charm. As that was used frequently.
Yep.
The ability to disguise.
Yeah, that was pretty much shown earlier on
That
in
was,
the
but
campaign.
I'm just clarifying things that she would be, that Zila would remember. Yes.
Yep.
So the ability to charm, the ability to disguise. They, while you don't necessarily know how, they have the ability to inflict some sort of nightmares of some kind. Obviously, because you experience them, but outside of just the things that you experience, they can do it to other people, necessarily even if they don't have a direct tie to them. And I'm trying to think. And then I would say any ability that you remember from the dreams.
Yeah. So the telekinesis is something that they should know about.
Yeah. So if it is in one of your nightmares / dreams, those abilities obviously you remember because you experience those recurringly. So any of those abilities as well, in addition to the ones that I just mentioned.
Zila would tell you guys all this. Outside of those, given that she's had 100+ years to gain more powers as well as to followers, there's more that she can possibly do. They are not to be taken lightly. I needed to make sure we were all on the same page. And Zila will lock eyes again with Zophie. I'm gonna do an insight because we're all on the same page. A 9, sir.
Incredible.
Almost.
Just incredible.
Almost.
Gimme.
Yep. A very non-committal. Yep.
Zila is just staring you down.
It's like when somebody is like, yes, they agree. She agrees with everything. She agrees none of this should be done. She knows, no deals or anything should be made. They obviously need to die. But there's a situation
Yeah.
where she believes she could go against it if bad things happen.
I think I can think of a few situations where you might not
Don't
do
think
what I'm
you
recommending.
need to- yeah. Yeah. But
And I'm telling you,
it's more so that she has that you can feel like she's doubting herself to be strong enough to not.
Zophie, I know how hard. Well, I can imagine how hard it is to hear this. And I know, and I'm thankful for everything. But that's why I need you. I can see in my head, I can think of several situations where you would be tempted. And I'm telling you right now, if it helps, know this is what I want.
It's fine, we just have
Okay.
to win.
Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk to you all about. This couldn't be said about around the other patrons. Odd looks. Plus, I'm not sure if the Raven folk would be appreciative of this kind of situation, given the situation with Harrigan. So,
Oh, what are you talking about? They were totally understanding.
uh-huh. Very understanding. Yes, that's the word for it.
We weren't ready to fight at all, no.
No.
Yeah, that was very close, wasn't it?
I was about
Yes.
to go completely... Yeah. It was going to be bad.
So, we should get some rest.
I hope you can get some rest. We shall see.
So too.
I hope so too. We'll see. She might be pissed at me. Who knows? Round 2, right?
Well, let's see.
We sleep?
All right.
We end up going to sleep.
So you all
Cool.
go to sleep. The night goes on and on. You wake up in the morning, well rested.
Hooray.
Do I? Hold on, let me check my DMs. Last time I was missing it. Okay, according to the DMs, we're good.
Good.
I'm fully rested. Huzzah! Success!
All right. You guys wake up the next morning. I imagine those of you that need to do morning rituals, do your rituals.
I would start my ritual.
Okay.
Harrigan starts prepping his spells. And you all...
I check my book.
Before I prep my spells, I want to pull Mira off to the side.
Who's Mira?
Zila.
Sorry, names are just not my strong suit today.
There's Mira Varos, there's Mira, there.
You know what? Morstead already made an
Zilla.
appearance. I'm gonna
sorry, what?
change to
Who are
Nashtari.
you looking for?
What? I was fighting mind players.
If there are no arrows in this land, I cannot be here.
Anyways, you pull Zila aside.
I don't know if this would help very much, but I've got this fun new spell, and it might just work.
What is it?
It's called Feign Death.
Feign Death. Okay.
I'm just gonna post it so you can just get an idea. Basically, I'm wondering if something were to start happening, if I just cast this on you. It wouldn't work as a long-term solution, but for a night, it might just get you free from the curse.
Thing about this and the thing that's going on with Zila is that technically when you're resting, you're already incapacitated. So I imagine that this probably wouldn't do anything, but I guess that's up to the DM.
Just
Keeping in mind it only lasts for an hour, so it's not going to get you through the entire night, but it might just throw her off for a night, maybe longer.
But it's feigning death, which is like faking death. And it's not.
I'm okay.
For the spell's duration, until you use an action to touch the target and dismiss the spell, the target appears dead to all outward inspection, and to spells used to determine the target's status. I mean, maybe if she was trying to if she has scry, which, it's possible, maybe it would make it so that she couldn't scry on me because she can't determine my status.
But you can scry on an object. Can't
Yep.
you?
Yeah.
And a dead body's an
And
object.
yeah, I guess at death, you technically become an object at that point
Yeah.
because we've been using that logic.
As much as it would be interesting to have you try this and see, I also believe in not making you waste things that you don't need to necessarily. At least not, in some regards. In an instance like this, I'm going to say this would not work due to the fact that, one, it's not a spell that is being used on Zila. So the idea of outward inspection and spells, it would not affect her. Also, the one resistance it does not grant is psychic. And if anything, it is dealing psychic things to her because it is messing with her brain. So
yeah,
I will I will save you from having to it is a good spell, but for this context, I'm going to say it would not be effective.
Yeah.
But in a lot of contexts, that's actually not a bad spell.
No. It's a decent
but
spell.
For this specific context, it would not be super useful.
Well, okay. On that note, I'm gonna go prepare my spells now.
Virgin,
No? Yes?
thanks for trying.
No, not a problem.
And she will walk away.
Okay. And I walk away.
And I walk away.
So as the morning goes on, people complete their rituals, do whatever they need to do. You guys can begin to convene in the main floor of the inn, in the tavern part. You see the husband and wife and their kids are up and about, busting tables, delivering food. There seem to be a good number of guards in here that are eating and refueling themselves. They're not hostile. They're not look like they're taking over. It looks like they've just been on watch all night, so they're getting a bite to eat and some drink before they go home to get their own rest. So it doesn't look like, there's anything going wrong. It's just a lot more guards are on duty at any given point in time right now because of the stuff that just happened. But other than that, you have the day. The day is yours. What would you choose to do? You do not see Von Richten or Esmeralda.
Oh, interesting.
I asked where they went.
I think they went to go see his cart or caravan or whatever it is over at the stockyard.
Didn't he say he had a cart?
I think so.
When he was
He said
Bertavio,
it
he
was
did. Yeah.
he says it as a Victavio. Whether he actually has one, I don't know.
It's a place to start, I suppose.
We should see them before we go.
I don't wish to leave without Esmeralda if we bring her.
Me neither, to be honest.
Okay, let's just go. Okay, we're gonna go there first. Okay.
All right. So you guys begin to make your way over to the Arisec stockyards. As you guys are here, you begin to walk in. You do see the cart that's got plastered on it, Octavio the Bard. It's great branding. It's a very nice cart, to be fair. In fact, I think I have a picture of the cart.
Ooh.
Maybe. Hold, please.
Holding.
Okay.
Hold it.
Hold.
I don't like how they changed that UI. Oh, because I was in the wrong spot. That makes sense. Town of Unlucky.
If we're gonna keep going, I'm gonna ask for a break soon.
Yeah. We'll take one here after this if we want to keep going.
I would love to keep going as long as we can. But if there's things that people need to do,
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, what we'll do is we'll take a break after this part when you guys are getting ready to go somewhere, and we'll decide at that point if we continue going, if people need to stop, or we're just taking a break for restrooms and such. So
Cool.
Anyway,
Okay.
You guys walk into the stockyards, and you see this wagon, Octavio's Carnival of Wonders. It, however, is not chained up, despite what the picture shows. And instead, you have Octavio and Esmeralda playing with a giant cat.
What kind of giant cat?
It's a tiger.
Roll me a nature check.
He said he
Okay,
had a
well-
tiger.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm dumb. I'm looking for it in abilities.
Clacks.
Do I get an advantage because I'm like part cat?
Nature.
Sure. Why not? Sure. That seems logical to me.
I really hope because like I should know what a freaking tiger is.
Come on.
Clicky
That's
clacks.
good.
Rolling.
Excellent.
Rolling,
Yeah.
rolling.
So, Herjin and Drosta, are you rolling at all? This is Zoki.
Note. You.
Is he there?
What? Yes, I'm here. Sorry.
Are you rolling a nature check?
He-
I mean,
You don't have to. I'm just asking before I reveal things.
sure.
I just rolled because clicky clacks.
So
and to roll.
Sophie, Drosta, and Herjin, the three of you pick up. This is a saber-toothed tiger.
Ah.
Oh.
That they are playing with, much like Joey was with his cat a minute ago with the little thing. Despite being a very large cat, they are playing with it like it's a kitten.
You're a better role player.
Mikael and Zila
Adorable.
just sees a cat, a very big cat.
Big
Yes.
cat. Weird.
Very impressive saber-tooth tiger out
DM,
there.
can you share the NPC tag for that?
Yeah, he's stealing the wild shape, man.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Did you not see that coming?
Oh, I did.
No.
I just
No.
need to see. I may have to put it in here. I don't know if it's. It should be in here.
He can now rend armor. Yes,
Yeah,
so
there it is.
fancy.
Well, I would imagine, yeah.
It's a very good
said-
wild shape.
You said
It's a fun Baldur's Gate
animal,
wild shape.
and there exists druid.
Animal?
So.
Mm.
Well, even when you're
This is
not
great.
playing as a
Hold on.
druid.
Meow
can
roar.
speak as
Roar.
You can
Saber-tooth.
speak. Wait, I should be able.
Wait, so if we speak with animals,
Do we have
Alright.
speak with animals?
Fuck
If you
yeah.
go
Oh
to
my goodness, hello,
NPCs,
stat
you
block.
might have the You should have the ability for the saber-tooth there.
Challenge 2.
CR2. No, you're
Nope.
not Moon.
You're not a moon druid.
No.
Alas.
Will I be
Nash
able
enjoys
to?
this one. Nash enjoys this one on occasion.
No.
Druid.
I think you cap out at 1 if you're not
5e.
Moon.
I think so too.
It's either 1 and 1.5.
So I think it's CR1 unless you're
it's
Moon Druid.
1.
Or, like Nash, you have Archdruid robes, which
Uh,
gives you the Moon Druid power of higher
Oh.
CR. Along with other
It's possible.
broken
You
bullshit.
never know.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. There might be
Please
things that
very
allow you to do
rare.
things. Yes,
Your
uh,
third level determines the beast you can transform into. At second level, you can transform into any beast that has a challenge rating of 1/4 or lower that doesn't have flies. I
Yeah, he
1/4
caps
at
out at 1.
second,
One.
4th at a half,
You cap at
8th
1.
level at 1. Yeah.
Yeah, you cap out at 1 unless you get something that increases it.
Which you never know. There might be
That
things.
is rip.
But you guys see them playing with this giant cat.
Appropriately
Uh,
timed.
Just
As
making the,
The
cat
ferocious
noises that-
roar.
we
Yeah.
found the cat noises, guys. It was this one the whole time.
As you get closer, however, the cat stops playing and begins to openly stare all of you down
Oh.
and begins to growl / roar. Not really a roar, but just very
Dice.
loudly growl. at all
Dice, if
of
you've
you.
ever loved me.
Zilla's just gonna flash a look at Rictavio and Esmeralda.
If you've ever loved me, Dice.
No, you.
The dice do love you.
I love you.
As you guys get
Are you
closer,
kidding me?
Yeah.
You roll nat 20s to kill people.
Rictavio walks toward the front of the cat. There, kitty. Easy. You're good. They're good. You're good.
It's fine. We're good people.
As he begins to pet the cat kind of looks very cautiously and begins to like half purr as he's petting it. But like it's one of those like I'm not sure if I should be angry or excited. So I'm going to keep trying to growl while purr at the same time.
I reach forward with my 18 animal handling to pet the cat.
The rest is like
It
maybe
is-
maybe you should not.
It continues to make the growling purring, but it doesn't make any aggressive action.
I would like
take
to.
it.
I would like to have stayed 30 feet away. I drop my staff, kind of leaning against a building or something. And I walk over there with my animal handling.
Well,
That's acrobatics.
That's acrobatics.
That's acrobatics, but okay.
You do a flip.
One.
For some reason.
That's very impressive.
I reach for the cat and somehow do a flip.
Do a flip.
Unnecessary backflip.
It would be a 13, not a 12. Not that it really matters.
The cat is less excited at you coming up toward it, but once again is not making any aggressive action.
Careful, Harrigan. It might see you as a meal.
Oh, you know, I've never thought about that. I've only ever had to deal with big wolves, not big cats.
It's probably the same situation.
Yeah. You know, on the second thought, and I go back to my staff and I just kind of sit there with it. 30 feet away.
Oh, that's fair.
You know, I'm just going to let you enjoy that, Sophie. As Zila doesn't want to attempt getting her hand bitten.
I'm sorry. I've never seen one of these up close.
Well, it's not super common to see them, especially not ones that are. I hesitate
Tame?
to say tame.
Why is that? He seems, she seems, they seem.
She
She
and
seems fine.
well, do you remember the story I told you when I first met you all?
Yes.
Oh, I
There is
hated you
that.
back then, so no.
Ah, yes, the story of being in a vicious fight with a saber-toothed tiger. This is the saber-toothed
Oh.
tiger.
Did you hate him too at the start? Good girl.
The cat oddly purrs more, and he gives a weird look toward you and the cat. Esmeralda is giggling in the background. And he is both annoyed and also trying not to laugh himself.
Good. I approve of this. Everybody else can continue.
Yeah, Zila will attempt to go forward after seeing the second purr go on. I'm guessing the purring stops as like soon as she starts getting close, and then she will back away.
So it doesn't 100% stop, just simply because the tension has been a little dissuaded at the moment. So it doesn't 100% stop, but it's not as loud and excited as it was. It's just more calmed back again.
Well, this is terrifying. She's now petting the cat.
Most people I would tell not to try and pet a saber-toothed tiger, but I think if I told you guys not to do it, I think you'd do it anyway. So
I am not stupid. I thought I'm gonna go pet the cat. No.
I want to.
Drosta, you are a cat, though.
Not the same thing.
Well, I know, but like, you're. Sorry, that was rude.
A little bit, yes.
Her ears are soft, though.
Established,
I
yes.
forgot about
Whose?
that.
My ears are soft. It is established.
I forgot about that drunken escapade.
Mhm.
How could you forget? We got a whole art commission.
know we
over
did.
here.
It's a whole thing.
Yes, but I forgot about that specific part of the drunken escapade.
Oh yeah, it was how people knew Zila was drunk to begin with.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, I think it is about time that she goes back into her home for now. Up you go. And the cat looks at him. He gives kind of a glare. He pulls out a piece of meat and throws it in there, and the cat immediately goes, "Ooh, ow!" Smack the microphone. Immediately pounces at the meat, and he shuts the door and begins to chain it back shut again.
Understandable. Understandable.
She gets a little testy when she's hungry.
Seems
Noted.
to me.
Aren't we all?
You know, if you'd
accurate,
ever like an interpreter someday, I'd be more than interested to have a little chat with her.
You know, that might be
Arjun,
very
you're a
interesting.
rabbit.
Yeah, well, I'm a druid rabbit, but yes, I'm also. Never mind. Not in public. I'm a lot of things, okay?
You are just a whole pile of things over there, yes.
Very true.
Yes.
Well, we are planning to head out to... I have a tower outside of... the little ways outside of town. We're going to head out there and see if we can do some research into the castle and more things of this land. The more we know before we take on the final, the better it will be for everyone, I think.
I guess that means we'll be parting ways, Esmeralda.
For now, yes. I'm gonna make sure this idiot doesn't kill himself. Or anybody else.
Right. Well, thanks for joining us, I guess.
You're welcome. I mean, we'll see each other again, provided you all don't die.
Well,
Let's try our
you know,
best.
There's
we don't
always a
plan on
chance.
it.
There's always a chance in Barovia. There's always a chance
Make
anywhere
sure
we go,
this
to be
old
fair.
dude doesn't get you killed either.
Touché. But we'll be out at the tower. If you need us, you know where to find us.
Okay.
Safe travels then.
Yeah.
You too.
Fucking wizard tower.
Alright. So unless there's anything else you guys want to do with Rictavia and Esmeralda, they are going to begin packing up the wagon.
I'm
Did we
good.
ever get our holy waters and stuff?
No.
That would be
Oh.
from the priest that is currently casting Hallow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen today. Okay, next time. Okay. I was just checking.
Maybe there's a boy that's helping out at the church that could find the ones that they already made for us, Dan?
Didn't he
Well,
give
there
you the
was-
stuff he already made?
No.
No, he hadn't.
We were on
That's
the way
right.
to go
You
get it.
were going to go
and
get it because it
then
was going to be done that
It's-
the
morning.
attack happened.
Well, you do know
Good
that you do
thing.
know the two boys that work at the church. You know the
It's a-
older boy and then the younger orphan.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I
Surely
mean, you
one
could
of
go-
them
You
could.
could go try and see if they're
Let's
around
go
and see if
try.
they can get stuff.
We
Yeah.
can try.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys go head over there. You meet with the orphan boy, little orphan boy.
No. Little orphan boy.
He runs inside. I have it written down somewhere how many each of you requested. Let me see if I can find that note. Because that note I had to take on a separate thing because I didn't have my regular notes at the time. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Does anybody remember how much they wrote down? Because I'm not.
I'm working on it.
I am not finding my
Okay,
note
here we
sheet
go.
that has that on it.
I don't have my notes with me because I'm on my laptop. So
Yeah, I know, and I know I wrote it down. I just don't remember where.
Mikhail bought one already. He ordered one for later. Harrigan ordered one. Esmeralda ordered one for herself.
That was it, I think. There's just 3 that you were waiting on.
So there was 2 for us, 1 for her.
Yeah. So easy enough. The orphan boy can go in. He'll get the 2 and bring them out to you guys.
Hooray.
So you each have. You guys have your bottles. You can now decide where you want to go, and at this point, we will take a bio break and discuss what we're doing from here.
cool.
So bio break.
Bio breaks. Now you can hear. Don't look behind the curtain.
Nope, I won't.
I
Let's
know.
go. Let's
Alrighty.
march.
You guys begin to make your way out of the west gate of Vallaki. The party has decided they are going to go for the first of the 3 treasures. The Tome
Woo!
of Strahd, which is... Let me find my exact wording for the riddle again.
I just had it up.
I have it here. I'm just bringing it up.
I do
The
too.
Tome of Strahd. Look for a den of wolves in the hills overlooking a mountain lake. The treasure belongs to the knight's children.
Mm-hmm. So, you guys have... Okay. Apparently, the saber-toothed tiger came with you.
A new friend.
It's both purring and munching. I'm not sure what.
I'm munching on cauliflower. I'm
I know.
sorry.
You're fine. As you guys begin to make your way to the west to go to Wolf Run, up to go to the werewolves, a place that Mikael is not so thrilled to have to go and return to. But nonetheless, things must go on. And in order to stop Strahd, everyone has to confront their past at some point.
Smile.
So, now I ask this question: who is leading this?
Haven't we been having Harrigan make these
We
tracks?
have,
Yes.
but I'm asking because of you have a specific person in this party who knows their way to and from this place very well.
That's true. Wow, that's
Yeah.
very
It's
true.
hard to say. I just feel like I kind of know the route.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All
Maybe
right,
The DC
lead
would
on,
be-
Mikael.
I can tell you the DC is significantly lower getting through the woods with Mikael than it is with Harrigan.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, praise be. Let's go.
Okay. I will be
Because
doing
it has
then.
been a few years.
Sure. Time's passed. Things
So
change.
it's not, yeah. Well, it's also just it's been a few years, so it's not as ingrained. It's not as innate as it used to
Yeah.
be.
Well, you know.
But go ahead and give me survival
there for-
at advantage.
Okay.
21.
I did live in this
Very
cave
good.
for over a decade.
So you guys leave from Vallaki. With that 21, you guys get up to the Lunar River Crossroads.
Hey.
Within a day, which is very good travel. Especially because
Nice.
it was a little bit later in the day when you guys left, because you guys took the long rest. You didn't get up till almost 11, ate food, went to the stockyards, and then left. So you made very good time today with a 21. And so you guys kind of camp out just a little off of the crossroads. I will, just due to circumstances, I will allow Joey, if you want to roll your skill with advantage for your looking. Because even though you were the
Okay.
one that did the survival check, Mikael led you very well. You were able to find a good place. So it's now your chance to find a good spot to rest for the night.
All right. Yeah, that's a
Nat
nat
20.
20.
Natural 20, you find a spot right off the road that
Oh.
is, as far as you can tell, completely hidden from the road.
Yeah.
But you are not too far into the woods where you believe you would be within danger of things.
Ain't no bandits getting
spot.
us.
So, if you do remember, though, Strahd's guarantee of safety to and from is now expired.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I
We
need
gotta take watches again.
watches. Because
Mhm.
things can
I'll take
happen
first
now.
watch.
Crazy.
Hmm.
Who's joining Mikael on his watch?
Well,
Mikael, who do you want to join on your watch?
Okay, I
Anyone.
said I will, but fine.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you said well.
I also thought you said well.
Oh.
I did too.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
it
was
sounded like
stretching and moving away from the mic as I said it.
That's fine.
All right.
Go for it.
So.
Yep.
I did
clicked
not
it
mean to click
accident.
on that map. Night camp.
I have that one.
Now all of a
Oh,
sudden my
huzzah.
brain is
Not on here.
instantly with the Night Trap theme song because my brain. It's a stupid
Yeah.
theme song.
Night.
It's the night camp.
All right.
It is very dark.
It is.
It's night.
Our tokens aren't here.
Yeah.
There we are.
This is
Aha!
Aha, I can see.
Just for visual
I
effect.
can fight.
Ah.
Nope. Nope.
Ah,
Get on the-
there we are. Some of us.
Yep. Nope.
I go over here.
Nope. Nope. Put yourselves where you want. Preferably on the grid.
But it's a bush. I'm sorry. Here, I'll do here.
Thank you.
I mean, you say whatever you want, but
Yeah, you can sit wherever. It was just preferably in the grid square. Because I know Mira will
For no
Mira will start
reason.
twitching on her side.
I'm sorry, I will. I appreciate this, Joey. Thank you. Joey,
Yep. I just wanted to test, just a little nudge over. See, like, yeah.
All right.
immediate.
I need perception, either one from each or advantage from one.
Oh, before we go to
Wanna do
bed,
each?
Sure.
you get dark vision again.
Sick.
All right.
Nice roll.
Extremely nice roll.
Thanks.
Is there any RP you two want to have?
Ikao's pacing the whole watch.
So, how long has it been?
Oh, jeez. Like almost 3 years.
That's a long time. Is there
Yep.
anything we should know that you haven't said? Because you seem kind of on edge.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if I remember correctly, I told you about the wolves as best as I know.
Yes, I remember this.
If I remember
DM.
correctly, I think I told them the wolf
Yeah, you did.
information that I had, or did
you
I not?
did.
I thought I did.
At
And if you
least
told us, then-
you gave him like a surface level explanation of it.
Like the overview that
Yeah.
of like
You
you know
the typical overview bullet
Emil
points of a person's
is in
backstory.
charge.
Yeah.
I gave my bullet points.
Okay, then Sophie knows, yeah.
So Sophia knows. You know the basics. Eh.
Is there anything else we should know?
Yeah. Look,
Like,
it's fine. It's
no, you can't just say
I'm
yes
not-
and then say it's fine. It's not.
give me.
You know what? All right.
I think I'm going to tell everyone at once.
You know
How
what?
about that? I would prefer to tell everyone at once, so I only have to do
that
it
makes
once. Does that make
fair.
sense?
Yeah,
So-
it's easier to just rip the whole band-aid
Just-
off.
The whole band-aid.
What's
right.
a band-aid?
The bandage.
Bandage.
Bandage. Yeah.
The
you're right.
non-brand named
Yes.
thing.
Not sponsored.
Yep.
Please give us money.
Please,
if-
please, I will take it.
sure.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yes.
I will tell everyone at once. Before we get
Alright.
there.
That's fair.
I promise that. I'll tell a
okay.
story. And that will be what needs to happen.
You're very good at those.
You know, I try. I've been
Yeah.
kind of working on it. You know. Yeah. I didn't do it for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, makes other cat makes sense.
Double cat.
The cats have been mated.
Well, yeah. Hopefully we make it there and back in one piece, and we'll see if these oracles are right. Oracle,
They're right.
singular.
And Madame is right. She's always right.
That's
And I'll-
what everyone keeps saying.
That's what everyone says. Fish is always right. I believe them. I don't know.
I'll believe it once there's more proof.
Once you see it,
Yes, I'll believe it when I see it.
sure. It's not really believing then, is it? It's just
Well,
seeing.
Well, yes, but if you have concrete evidence that something is true, it's easier to believe once there's, physical evidence.
Then you just know it's true.
Well,
You don't have
yes.
to believe anymore.
Well, right. So then I can believe it. I can believe the rest to be true. Because I
Okay.
haven't proven that all of it's true. I've just only proven that one of it's true. But if one of
So-
it's true, that statistically makes the odds that the others. And she just goes on,
This is
like,
the droning.
annoying you with, like, boring shit until
No.
it's the next person's turn.
Yeah.
All right.
This chills
Welcome
Mikhail
to
out a little bit.
90% of the Zophie and Zila talks.
You see it like lessens his anxious energy that he's bringing.
I just imagine just like, oh, this is what she had to deal. Zila had to deal with this for. Oh, she likes to talk.
He kind of like really gets Zila, and even more as time goes on.
Zila and Mikhail are on the same fucking page.
There's a wavelength that we are both.
We just get it.
Yeah, you know.
All right, in the typical fashion, I'll wake up Zila for the next one.
All right, I wake up. Who are you waking up to join me, Mikhail?
Who am I waking up to join you? Harrigan.
Okay.
God, it's time already.
Yep.
Uh,
Get going.
Our turn.
oh. Hi, Zila.
Hi.
Good night.
Good
Good night.
Incredible RP. Riveting.
Well, I mean, that they haven't gone to sleep yet.
No.
Just
And before you ask, yes, I go to sleep.
Okay, that was gonna be my next question.
Mr. Yeah, anyways. Perceptions?
Yes, either individual or one at advantage.
Hiya!
Yeet.
Please roll better than me.
Oh.
Hey, yo!
Oh.
You
Okay.
see into the
Everything.
future. You
Oh, hey, you're
perceive the
aggressive.
ants on the ground, sir.
All right. Is there
We'll
any
see what
RP
results from this.
you
Oh, okay.
wish to have?
I just want to say on the nat 20, Harrigan briefly sees the silhouette of a cat and hears it on the wind.
You see the
Ow!
interdimensional cat.
The cat bites her on the foot.
She's feisty. Well, I got. You see Harrigan rummaging through his bags real quick.
What you looking for?
I was just wondering how many supplies for potions I had. It's he pulls out one herb. It's not much.
You were collecting a bunch, so does that mean you were able to make a potion?
Rummaging through his bags.
DM,
Pulled
I
out a
think he's
potion.
been able to make a potion.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
You just said he pulled out the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just thematically rummaging through and doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has one.
Well, look at you. Good job.
Oh, thank you. It's pretty small. It's not the best, but in a pinch.
Those always help in a pinch.
Mm.
Which we always seem to find ourselves in.
Yeah. I'll have to try and gather more. We'll probably use a lot more than just one healing potion throughout our time here.
I have a feeling that even if you were to get enough for one more, both will be used very quickly.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm.
So what do you think of this situation we're going into?
Well, there's a reason why I'm looking at my potion supplies. I don't think that I like this very much. In the
I don't
short
think
time... Go ahead.
I don't think any of us like what we're going into, but it's necessary.
Yeah. You know, we've already been to Mikhail's true, home village, but if you think about it, we're about to go to his second home? Though he may not call it home anymore.
I would err on the side of not calling it a home.
Oh, no. But the simple fact is, he spent a chunk of his life living here. And it's weird to say, but I've never really looked at him as a werewolf. In the sense that
Go
I see a
on.
werewolf as a sort of beast human.
Damn it, I should have stayed awake. Fuck.
Yeah.
Material wasted.
Yup.
Anyways, keep going, Joey.
Yeah.
And all I've ever
Zeala's
seen
intrigued.
is all I've ever seen is more so the human side. But we're going to get a deeper look into his more bestial side. And as someone who runs from wolves, well, at the sight of them, I'm scared of what I'm going to see. What's going to happen.
That's fair. But this is also an opportunity to see the difference between these other werewolves and the man Mikhail is.
True. Damn it all.
Look, the sisters are in it, okay? Zeala's getting information for Zophie, whether or not Zophie knows.
Oh my god.
What is your reaction to Zila saying that, by the way?
Kind of, honestly, hold on. I'm just gonna. You don't need to roll anything. I just want to see. He doesn't pick it up. He does not pick anything up from that.
Head empty, no thoughts.
I love the dice tonight. The dice have been perfect for everything.
I went from a nat 20 to a nat 1. What is this bullshit?
The karmic
Welcome
balance.
to my life.
Perfectly balanced.
Karmic balance.
As all
Everything
things
balanced
should
as
be.
it should be. Adari would be proud. Anyways,
Yeah.
continue.
You said say more or something like that?
Huh?
I'm trying to pick up where we left off. I'm sorry.
I said that Zila said that this could be an opportunity to see the difference between werewolves and the man that Mikhail is.
That's true. I didn't really think about it like that. Again, I've only ever seen the more human side, so I don't know. It's definitely going to be interesting through and through.
I think as scared as he might be in this situation, I have a very good idea of what he may be thinking right now, or at least a smidgen.
There's also
This is an opportunity for him to tie up loose ends, so he's going to be relying on us to help him and support him.
Well, that should be what I'm good at. Support. And I'll do my best for all of you.
So long as you don't decide to jump into the middle of a bunch of zombies.
Yeah, for as timid as I can be, zombies didn't really scare me that much. Sure, there were a lot of them, but I probably, with my legs as they were, just kick the head off of one. But, right now I don't know, it feels like my body's made of lead ever since I became this fucking Danpir. But that's beside the point.
Well, something did change with you, and it's unknown why it occurred. Maybe there's a way to revert it, who knows? But that being said, us going into hostile territory, I highly recommend not doing anything that would put you at risk. Mostly because, since this is important to Mikhail, if you put yourself in unnecessary risk, Mikhail might have to put himself in unnecessary risk as well. I see you smiling, Meg.
Trust me, I've given this considerable thought, and as much as I have in the past said I'll keep my hands clean and then done just a little bit of dirty work, I'm going to keep myself and everyone safe. And I will not be doing anything too risky as long as the situation doesn't call for it. I'm probably going to keep my mouth shut at every point that we see the werewolves.
I think that would be ideal, and probably how Mikhail will want to handle things. But we'll probably hear about it once we get closer, maybe. Who knows?
By the by, I don't think we're anywhere near close enough to hear it, but any wolves in the background howling?
That would be pretty
With
cool
a
to hear
30?
if we heard. Ow!
I mean, yeah, you hear some wolves. They don't seem to be getting close by any means, but you hear them in the forest.
Cool.
Oh.
Man, why'd I have to go to sleep?
Don't worry about it. I'll fill
It's
you
not
in.
the same.
Aww.
Oh.
But I
Poor
appreciate it.
Sophie.
But I appreciate it.
Zila knows what you're doing. And she is supportive.
Good.
All right.
Anyways,
If there's nothing else,
I can't think of any other than giving Harrigan the warning to not put himself in unnecessary danger if for anyone for Mikhail's sake.
God, don't make a pact with the hags. Don't fuck around with the werewolves. What can I do?
says the Dampier.
I mean,
Oh, true.
I mean,
Although that was not by choice, but
No.
you're good at a lot of things. It's just you do some things that are questionable.
That's best.
And I still haven't forgotten the dream pastry thing.
I haven't either. Make no
Yeah.
mistake. Yep. You're gonna sit right here. Make no
Interdimensional cat.
it's the Cheshire Cat.
Yes.
Ow.
But
why is the Cheshire cat so
Chat.
aggressive?
Have you read
I
the
don't know.
book?
I haven't.
He's not a timid thing.
No, he's not.
Anyways, that would be it from Zila unless Harrigan has anything else to say.
I'm all good.
Okay. Now who's up? The last two, I imagine.
Well, so Zila wakes up DeRosta.
I will go
Your
to
turn.
Irina and poke her in the cheek.
Sure. What?
Good morning.
What? What? Okay, I guess that's one way to wake a person.
He doesn't tend to do anything normal. He tried tickling me one night and it was weird.
How does that work when you know?
Don't
Yeah,
ask
that's
Never
me.
the
mind.
exact question. That is the exact question I had, and I couldn't figure it out.
You know,
Zila turns around, puts her hand up, and is like, "Don't ask me." And then she goes and lays down in her little bubble that she is. If you can imagine a little Rimuru kind of thing going
Hold on.
on, she kind of gives a little bit of a glare before going to sleep.
No. Oh. I crawl back in my bush.
sorry, 3D printer just made a terrible noise. I had to go stop it.
No.
Sorry, I missed that last little bit. That was a emergency. I had to go get that shut off before it was loud.
So I said Zila turns around, puts her hand up, saying, "Don't ask me," goes into her little ball form, but before she does, she like Rimuru turning around and glares, and then she goes to sleep.
Gotcha. All right. All right. Drosta and Irina. You want to do advantage or each roll?
Nope, we're all gonna roll shit together separately. So.
All right.
Oh yes.
That's a 3.
Yep.
Mm,
That's a
my
10.
favorite.
Nice.
We're so good at perceiving guys.
Very impressive.
Is there any RP you would like to have with Irina?
Not tonight.
Okay. You are not a person that she really has much to talk with about, so she won't have anything either. The two of you can make like small talk, but the night goes on. Nothing happens despite terrible rolls. You guys were safe for tonight. You guys wake up the next morning, and that is where we will call it for tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Progress.
All right.
We got out of Valaki.
We did
We
it.
got more
We
content
finally-
for the book.
Woo! Well, not yet. Zila still has to tell it to you.
Soon, in the future. Maybe. Judge me all you
Absolutely.
want. It's deserved.
I just love how you're like, no! I should have
My hubris.
But the funny thing is, without even communicating, I was already like, I'm going to get dirt. I am going to get stuff for Sophie. Go on. What do you mean about with me, Gil?
Would you have thought to use like telekinesis just to wake her up?
Nah, Zila would allow her to sleep. I could wait for morning.
Yeah.
Megan, your smile when it's like, my character knows. What? Put
What?
yourself in
If
danger?
Harrington got into trouble with the werewolves, Mikael would not overreact.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Not at
normal.
all.
Fine. For certain.
Mhm. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and send a raid.